Oh yeah. How's everybody doing today? Whew. Keenan, how you doing? Ben, how you doing? Nick, you're gonna be taking the get the music back up. Taking the MSF in March. Actually, that's a little too loud. Let's just keep it there. How about that? How you guys doing? I gotta get my breakfast in. It's been a while. 63 of you. Typically what we do on these live streams is we usually start when we hit like 100 likes, because that's how you guys sign into class. So that's kind of like what we do, but I figure I can just kind of hang out with you guys just for a little bit. And then we'll head into the class. We'll hang out. We'll do our thing. Whew. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Wow. It's February 21st. And I've had the Discord server up since February 2nd, 2018. It's been 5 years that I've had the Discord server up. Whew. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Did not realize that. Pretty cool. I've been a Discord member since 2017, though. Started my server in 18. Are you guys part of the server? We're going to be going over some crashes. We have 3 Moto Madness videos. I think 2 maybe. 2, and then like a Moto Stars video that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be going over. This is kind of like what I do. This is what I've been doing without doing it live. So this is my first time doing it live since November. Whoa. And even then it was didn't feel exactly right. Delinquents, how you doing? Tannic. Wish Puerto Rico had MSF. Yeah. I mean, it's good to have training. It's good to have hands-on training. It's okay, Trace. It's okay. It's good to have hands-on training. This is why we have the MTC Rider Academy, because not everywhere has like hands-on training. So I mean, if anything, you can get some online training. I mean, it's not going to be the same, but I mean, I know a lot of you guys like to learn by yourselves with some type of online system, and there's not very many out there. So I wanted to provide that for you guys, which I think it's been working pretty good. Ole, how you doing, man? Mike, I'm doing good. I'm doing fine. Doing fine. That's the best we can get today. But that's fine. We're gonna be hyper focused on making sure we're gonna be positive. For all these crashes and close calls. The main goal is to find out what happened. What went wrong, what went right, and how we could do better. Gotta get my mind in the game. It's gonna take me a little bit. Let's go and get some music going. $77 of you. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's get to 100 likes. Yeah, let's do that. We're gonna head into the classroom real soon. In fact, let's go ahead and start there. 42 likes. All right. Let's go ahead and get me standing up. Oh yeah, let's get some lights. There we go. Fractured tailbone. Losing your mind with the nice weather we've been. Oh yeah, Fury. So you live in Phoenix. All right, let's go to the classroom real quick. Let's head in there. Did we forget the transitions? Yeah, we forgot the transitions. All right, so I wasn't supposed to magically teleport. City of Maricopa? Okay. Yeah, it's been nice out there. Yeah, Tucson's been real nice. Pass you a glaze. Yeah, guys, it's in the morning. Go ahead and grab yourself a donut. Sup, Baldy? How you doing? 30 times or more than 15 miles each time. That's a great tip, Ole. What are my thoughts on? So Owen, what are my thoughts? On you getting a bike as a 16-year-old? I say that's fine. I definitely say that's fine. It really depends, because not a lot of 16-year-olds have impulse control. So just be aware of that. I definitely would recommend going to the parking lot and practicing with some Smart Rider drills. We have the booklet here, but you know that you can get the downloadable version. But this way you can actually practice your slow speed maneuvers. And honestly, like what you're doing with that is you're getting used to having your body and motorcycle kind of become one. It's like having a dance partner, you know, practicing your dancing before you even go out on the dance floor for your wedding or something. That's how I like to look at it. Lady White Rabbit, how you doing? Appreciate your preventative efforts, Dan. Hope to ride safe soon from Phoenix, Lady White Rabbit. What kind of content do you put out there? You got a check mark. Got to do something. You're doing something. I would click, but it's probably going to pop up on screen. And we'll just kind of leave it at that. I'm bummed my lunch break at work is going to end. Adam, it's perfectly fine. We're going to be, this will go up after it goes live. 48 people signed in. Make sure you guys sign in completely. Take a seat, grab a donut. Make sure you guys sign in. Click that like button. Okay. True crime and horror. Woo-wee. I got to check out your channel. I got to get some stuff to look at and to watch late at night so I can have nightmares. Greetings from Switzerland. Hey, yeah, where are you guys all from? We've been talking about Arizona, Phoenix, and Tucson. We got a Switzerland. We got a Switzerland here. You're welcome. Wait, it moved. You're welcome, Owen. I'm going to take it real slow. I'd hate to damage my new bike as well as your confidence. Yeah, exactly. UCube, Norway, Ohio, UK, South Florida, Asheville. Whew. Everywhere. Yeah, join the Discord, guys. The Discord's absolutely, you know, let's go ahead and get that up there. Let's go ahead and get the Discord up there. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, this is the Discord server. Big chat room. Big chat room. Let's go ahead and mark all these as red. Big chat room. This is the general chat. This is like the main spot. But if you are a YouTube member, you get access to the crew lounge. So it's kind of separate, only members there. You get the mental health chat. I'm not going to post what that looks like, but the general chat too. We got a bunch of motorcycle training, so new rider questions. So if you have any questions there, extracurriculars. I posted something in the gym. Yeah, I posted the gym yesterday. So there's a bunch of stuff that you guys can be a part of, and this is absolutely free. The Discord's absolutely free. Links in the description. In fact, let's go ahead and put that in the chitty chat. Mexico, Oklahoma, Mozambique, Tampa. Hey, we got a couple Tampa peoples here. Fargo, but formerly Tucson. Ooh, very nice. Let's go and get out of here because we got some people in there right now. There we go. We got 3 of these videos to go over today. Norway. Best wishes your biker career. Stay safe and best wishes. All your adventures you being here is already a great sign that you might be a smart... Exactly. Ole. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Is it Ole or Ole? I like saying Ole. Guillermo. Greetings from Buenos Aires. Just passed the exam for your rider's license. Okay. You have to take the practical exam. You're going to do well. You're going to do absolutely well. Your beard, Rocky? Yeah, you got the rainbow beard. You and Brandon. And yeah, you guys have been here for a while. Very cool. Glad to have you here. Florida. All right, let's get these cones out of the way. Let's go put them over here. Let's put this over the... I got to get my keyboard. Get my water. There we go. 54 likes. You know, I think we're just going to get started. Let me go ahead and hit that record button. Let's hit the record button there. All right, everybody. We're going to be talking about some Moto Madness stuff. It says wrecked on Blood Mountain. Let's take a quick look. Let's go ahead and get some audio. There we go. All right, here we go. Let's go and take a look at what's happening here. I got my pen out and everything. All right, so Nuth from the Netherlands. Okay. So remember, we're looking for good positioning, locating hazards, and we're about to go off-road. A little bit of a panic. Okay, keep it up, keep it up. That's what she said. Hey, great job. So what we're doing is we're coming around this corner. Okay, we have this corner right up here. Okay, we got this corner. It's kind of blind. You notice how you have all of the fencing and then, you know, stuff kind of blocking the view and the road kind of disappears. That's going to be a big thing to notice, that something sharp is coming up. And I'm pretty sure the signage even dictates that. But yeah, we have a corner coming up. Kind of see the vehicle. Let's go ahead and go back just a little bit. So right here, we have the vehicle. And so this person, Nuth from the Netherlands, recognized it and saw it. And this is a very small road. I'm unsure if it's going to be like a one-way or anything, but he recognized this was a hazard situation. There was a relevant threat, because remember, we are planning our ride. Did a great job. Positioned for safety, did what he had to do, located it, assessing, and then he's going to navigate around it. And now the only real thing you could do to navigate this is to go to that shoulder. Now, obviously, you want to stay on the shoulder, so make sure you guys are fully going into it and committing to it. But yeah, he went off-road. Not a big deal. Not a big deal, you know. It's not pretty, but it works, and that's all that matters. So great job on recognizing that. All right, here we go. Jim Broish, Southampton, UK. Okay, decent position. I mean, this is all you can do. Hopefully it doesn't get rented. Typically right here, when everyone has to stop again, the person behind them isn't going to pay attention. Okay. So I'm not a big fan of telling people not to be on their phones. It's not my job. It's not anybody's job. Because take a look at this. Okay, they're both on their phones. I thought it was just her. We're just going to go ahead and move on from this one. Not a big deal. Not a big deal to me. You know, our safety is our problem, our responsibility. All right, ZJ Rides, we're lane splitting. I'm assuming this is going to be California. Do not pass on the right, not a good idea. All right, what do we have here? Oh, a little turtle. All right, what is this video about? Moto Stars, come on now. I feel like I've seen this before a couple dozen times. Let's watch some crashes. All right, Motorcycle Trips UK, all right, lane filtering. Is that all this is all, like, one second. Let me make sure. Do we have any crashes or close calls? All right, yeah, you know what? One of you rookies did not look through this video beforehand. I'm not going to waste my time. We got another video. Hey, look at that. That was a crash there. Let's go and take a look at this one, all right? Side of the turtle. Yeah, we got some close calls and crashes on this one. This way we can actually go over what happened in these videos. I'm going to go ahead and restart the recording because it's kind of pointless. Start recording, start recording. Here we go. We're going to jump into this one from Chaos Riders. Whoa, real quick. Did you see that? So look at the signage on the right. So 15 miles per hour recommended. It's going to be a sharp left, sharp right. Let's see what happens here. Good job with the braking. Definitely not a U-turn spot, especially with the motorcycle right there.
And already experienced his first one for the day.
Yeah, already experienced his first one for the day. So what I like to do when I go out riding is I make sure that I'm repeating the things that I'm looking for, especially in the first about 5 minutes of a ride. So when I come up to here and I notice that sign, I tell myself, okay, sign. Orange stage. It was an orange sign. It's going to tell you it's a caution, but orange stage. I got a left turn coming up, and then I have a right turn. So I'm actually verbalizing the orange stage. I'm verbalizing, hey, orange stage. That's going to put it in my mind that I should be paying attention. I'm perceiving a possible hazardous situation, because remember, when we're planning our ride, we're locating hazardous situations. Okay, so it's in my mind, hazardous situations. I'm actually saying these words so that it's being repeated instead of just being in my mind. If I repeat it out loud, it's making me focus on the words I'm saying. It's making me focus on what I'm hearing, and it puts me in that mindset. So in the first 5 minutes, this is what I like to do. And then after that, After those 5 minutes, it's kind of ingrained that, okay, intersection's coming up, orange stage. Turn's coming up, orange stage. I got a vehicle doing a turn in front of me. This is orange stage. Going back into yellow stage. I'm constantly doing that the first 5 minutes so that the rest of the 10, 15 minute ride is good. So right here, we do have a side of the vehicle. This is going to be somebody, it's a path to travel violation, so it's going to be an active threat. So what we could be doing here, especially at 32 miles per hour, with good braking, is do some really good progressive braking. So we can go ahead and squeeze. We're going to get that weight on that front tire, and we're going to be able to slow down. This happens in neighborhoods. And this is why I recommend practicing in neighborhoods when you first start riding, because you're going to have some things like this, but for the most part, it's going to be pretty dead, in the area, especially, around 11 o'clock, maybe noon. But, first thing in the morning, you're going to have people going to work, and then you're going to have kids coming home from school and parents coming home from school like around 5, so 3 to 5. So you want to practice all of this stuff in that middle part of the day. So Saturdays, Sundays are really good, but if you are able to stay home during the week, even better. Good job with the progressive braking. Not a big deal. Handled it real well. But remember, the first 5 minutes, go ahead and get yourself in that mindset.
First one for the day.
All right, here we go. Coming up to here, side of the van. Okay, we saw, got a little too close. So right here, this is what I'm talking about. We're going to be in orange stage. We're prepped and ready. We see it happen. We see the side of the van. It's really bright. We could definitely tell that there's something happening here. And so he's going ahead and squeezing that front brake. And we're starting to decelerate. We're doing engine braking. We're downshifting. We're applying progressive braking. We see the path of travel already. So he's already planning his ride. He located it. He's assessed that it is something. And then he's navigating it with progressive braking. But he still needs to be finding that escape path. Okay, we want to find that escape path. We want to look off to the sides. So if we go left, we're going to be in front of the vehicle. If we go right, we're going to be on the shoulder, which is fine. So doing a great job handling everything. Still a little bit close, but, it is what it is. It works. Just go ahead and move over a little bit anyways. Not a big deal. Happens. Now we got a new thing coming up. We have an intersection. We have, possible person behind us, rear-ending us. We have a whole new scenario that we got to watch out for.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Yep. All right, another side of the vehicle. Whoa!
Christ!
Yeah, good job with the acceleration. So we talk about escape paths, and we talk about, swerving into them or applying the brakes. Now what you can do is accelerate. So if something's coming at you, you can accelerate out of something. Okay, so you're dodging something. If somebody's running at you, you run the other way. Especially if they have a knife or something. So that's what's happening here. Pretend that this white van, which it looks like it's a postal service van, is coming out. You're getting close. You're going to be intersecting really close. And so the whole goal with this is to not get hit. So if you're getting too close, you can't progressively brake, you can't swerve, you can accelerate out. Just make sure your nose is pointed where you want to go, because you don't want to accelerate into the curb. So right here, he recognizes it, and at this point, we can accelerate out. And that's what he does right there. So we're on a motorcycle. We have a low weight ratio to our power. We are on motorcycles because we like that for that reason. We do highway pulls. We do all these fun things that we like to do on motorcycles. Utilize that skill set and utilize the power of the motorcycle to get yourself out of there. So think of it as an escape.
Jesus Christ!
And it's going to give you that panic a little bit, but he did a great job. He definitely did a red stage maneuver, got himself out of there. If you're starting to have that panic and you're starting to have that heart rate go up and you're starting to have everything go up, go ahead and pull off to the side. Maybe grab a Whataburger or something.
God almighty, man! It never ends around here.
No. All right, here we go. Sharp right turn, 25 miles per hour recommended. So when we want to slow it down, we have the signage saying that it is a sharp turn. Hopefully we don't low side here. Oh, we're going wide. We're going wide. Hopefully stays on. Stay on. Stay on. Stay on. You're doing good. You're doing good.
Caused by target fixation. Luckily, he was able to keep control of the bike and avoid
target fixation. Okay. We have sharp left turn coming up. We got a whole new situation. Definitely check your rims after that. So let's see. Target fixation, that's a real thing. That's what happens is you're actually looking at something, you're going to go towards that. And that's something I tell you guys all the time in these Smart Rider drills. In the booklet, remember you get your cones if you get the physical booklet, but you can get the digital version. You get the digital version when you buy this too. When we talk about looking where you want to go, the biggest thing is, yeah, it can be detrimental. If you're looking at the side of the road, you're going to go to the side of the road. If you're looking through the turn and you continuously look through the turn, you're going to go through the turn. If you're looking at your hands, you don't know where you're going. So the main thing here is actually utilizing target fixation. It's a good thing if utilized well. It's a tool. It's not something you want to throw away. So look through the turn, look through the turn. You start to catch yourself not looking through the turn. You start catching yourself looking at the telephone pole that's on the side of the road, and you're going to start going towards it. Remind yourself, stop, look over here, and target fixate on the turn itself. Target fixate through that. So what happened here? Let's see. So we're going through. We're going pretty fast through here. You notice how we're starting to go wide. So at that point, he starts to push the bike down even further because he's going really fast. He's going wide. Make sure you hit that like button, everybody. And we're going through here. And it's going to be a little bit of a crest of the hill. You start to hear the engine deceleration. You're starting to roll off that throttle at this point. We crossed over the double yellow, starting to panic a little bit. Now, remember, the GoPro is attached to what I believe is his chin, which we do have chin mounts, a link in the description for that. But yeah, so what's happening is that we're getting the view of where his face is going. So looking where you want to go, like I said in the Smart Rider drills, you're turning your head and you're looking that way. You're turning your head and looking that way. You're forcing your head because your eyes are on the front because we're predators. Prey has eyes on the sides like deer. So we're looking where we want to go. You're pointing your nose. You're pointing your chin. Whatever it is that's going to help you remember that. Your eyes go where your head goes. So right here, now he's looking up. So we went a little bit too fast. We were going, we're about to go off-road, and then he looks up. Now, at this point, there's not much you can do except for now look for a new escape path, which is what he's doing here. He's looking through here. He's like, how am I going to make this? And so that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But how do we prevent this in the first place, everybody? Write in the comments. Just kidding. I'm going to tell you right now. Slow it down. Slow it down. Talk to your buddy on your cardo. Say, hey, we're going a little too fast. I'm going to be right behind you. But slow it down. You got shot out to the side because we're just going too fast. It's easier to add speed right here, when we're facing towards where our friend is versus trying to, take away speed in the middle of the turn, which is what's happening here. But he did a great job handling it. We hit a bunch of things. He probably lifted his butt up so he didn't get bucked off the top.
By target fixation. Luckily,
so make sure you check your rims afterwards, check your tires, because you could have hit something that damaged the rim. All of a sudden, your front tire goes flat in the middle of this next turn coming up. All right, here we go. Mass Moto Boy. Okay, we have a lot of different traffic off to the right. I don't know if anybody's going to be peeking out. We have side of the pedestrian right there. A bunch of pedestrians. What is going... Oh! Kind of deserved it? Kind of? I have no idea what was going on here. I don't know where this is at, but we do have pedestrians in front of us. When I see a lot of vehicles like this, I just assume a vehicle is going to come out. I assume that there's people going to be running across in between these vehicles. So this is actually a pretty good position for safety. We have a decent space cushion off to the right. We have a good space cushion off to the left. He's doing a decent speed. He has his finger on the horn already, just ready to honk at people. But remember, we always need to find an escape path. Always keep looking for those escape paths. When your gut tells you something's going on, when we're in orange stage, look for those escape paths. So we start to see people running in the street right here. He rolls off his throttle. He's getting ready with his hand movements. We're like, what is going on? I don't know. It gives him that gut reaction. What do? We start to, like he's doing right now, roll off the throttle, maybe cover those brakes, look for those escape paths, maybe slow it down enough. Because if there's people in the road, I'm going to slow it down. Maybe not in this area. Maybe he's going to get robbed. I don't know. But he handled everything as best he possibly could. He's honking. He's letting people know. I don't know why people are doing what they're doing. Except for the fact that, does this guy have like a weapon? Yo, what is going on? Oh no, did the motorcyclist actually help out the guy with the frickin' pole? He like hits him and then now the guy gets to beat him up. Poor decisions by the guy in black. Oof. That's easily broken ribs. So we're talking mechanism of injury here. So right into the back of the ribs, right in the kidney. Oof. Not good. Not good. All right, let's go and move on to the next one. Oh my gosh. Make sure you guys hit that like button, by the way. It really helps out the channel. Write comments. Do some engagement. Grab yourself a drill booklet. But let's go and move on to this one. All right. Ooh, that was a high side. So we lost traction. Oh, did he hit the car? Now he's got to deal with the car insurance.
not sure what caused this one. Maybe a handful of front brake. What do you guys think?
Handful of front brake. Chaos Riders, have you been listening to me? Because I don't know if anybody else says handful of front brake. I'm just saying. I've been saying it for a couple of years now. But yeah, I'll just take that credit. Anyways, we're going up to here. We have chevrons. Okay, we have chevrons indicating it's a sharp left turn coming up. So we can't see his right hand, but we do see that we lost traction. Okay, so we have that front tire lose traction. We have possibly the rear tire, but you hear the peg scraping. So you see right here, we lose traction. So it's gonna be like a low side. Okay, you see how the camera angle, he's kind of low. And then once it grabs traction right here, it's gonna transmit the forces into him. And now you see how he's really high up. It's because it launched him off the seat. It launched him off the seat. And this is gonna be into the high side. And it flipped him over. So you're going to have a lot of impact to the shoulder, a lot of impact to the head, possibly the hips, elbows, hands. I mean, basically the whole right side at this point, but when he starts tumbling, it's the whole body. And this is why we wear full gear as smart riders, because we're supposed to be acquiring and using personal protective equipment, right? Yeah, so we want to make sure that we're doing that. And he's wearing full gear.
Really not sure what
Hey, dang that hurt. And alpaca soup, gingeruto. Welcome to the Discord.
caused this one. Maybe a handful of front brake.
Probably too much gas in the corner exit, rear slips. Possibly.
Here and ended up with just a few bruises.
All right, here we go. Nighttime riding. We have a lane merging incident. We got to get ourselves a good space cushion after this. Okay, we're switching lanes. Not a big deal. We're starting to put ourselves in some bad situation, but that's perfectly fine. So what we have here is we have this black vehicle. Okay, we got this black vehicle right here, and we have this vehicle right in front of them. This is an open lane. We talk about this all the time, and people are going to want to switch into those lanes because the vehicle in front of them is slowing down or is too slow for what they want. And what do we do here ourselves? Okay, we got right behind this vehicle that is too slow for us for what we want. We check our mirrors. That's what he's doing right now. And then he's switching lanes. We just did exactly what this vehicle did, but we did it, with the head check. We did it with hopefully indicators, but we did the same exact thing. So when we see people like do this to us and we're like, why would they ever do that? They were in their lane. They took my lane. They're doing exactly what you just did. Okay, so you can't get upset with the people doing that. What you can be upset with is that they did do it, but you're responsible not to get hit. You're responsible not to, get ran into. So please, 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 please. So when I'm riding, that's what I do. I'm always staggered with vehicles. So if they switch over, it's not going to hit me. I'm up here. So if all of a sudden I start coming up to them, I'm right next to them. I don't like it. I'm either going to decelerate or accelerate in front of them. So I'm still staggered with them. That's what I like to do to avoid any of these merging issues. All right, same rider. Same exact situation, stuck behind that vehicle. Good job with the driver actually seeing this. The problem with this is that we're hoping that the driver does see this. So if he doesn't and he gets right in front of us, we have to do some type of evasive maneuver to the right. And there's a vehicle that this black vehicle didn't want to be behind. So now we're up on that person. We're going to probably hit that person. So at this point, when we see somebody coming over, it's almost better. This is what I'd like to do is just roll out the throttle and practice my progressive braking. Let them in, reposition myself into a better position for safety, which is going to be probably right here, closer to this line. Because if I'm closer to this side, I have this guardrail up here. I got all this stuff right here. So I like to be right here next to that line because if I had to, I could easily do a quick switch to this lane. So make sure you guys put yourself in a good position for safety. You're looking for space cushions, line of sight, and possible escape paths. And that's what you're going to get when you get close to that. He was progressively braking, but we fought for that lane. All right, lots of red lights coming up. People switching and moving. Okay, is that a Prius? What the heck is going on? I didn't know potatoes could talk. Here, we're going through here. Let's see what happens. We're switching lanes quickly. People are switching lanes quickly too. Ooh, that Hyundai, I think, almost hit that other vehicle. And we're right behind him going 91 kilometers per hour. Switching lanes. Decent job with the escape, but we kind of put ourselves in that position. All right, thank you so much. Hey, Fat Nutmeg, with the $4.99. Hello, Dan. I got rear-ended on my motorbike the ending of last year. Luckily, I was hardly moving when they hit me, but I was okay. Luckily, I'm hoping you're doing fine. You're doing great. Thank you for the donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. right, we're on. What's up with the rubber duckies, by the way? Is that something new? Tostitos. All right, we're doing a left turn right behind the vehicle. Doing fine, doing fine. Great job. Throttle control. Watch out, somebody behind us. Whoa, lost the...
That's like real.
Is that a gas tank? Is that his, like... Oh, it's a welding machine. Oh, that's expensive. Oof. Yeah, he's a welder. Oof. That's expensive. That's not very good. So anyways, the big thing here is that we're behind a vehicle. We hope that this stuff is going to stay in the back of the vehicle. Obviously didn't. So we're also kind of on alert. Okay, we're also on alert. This is something that's going to give you a good idea of like how to progressively brake. So the first thing right there fell out. We start to see stuff sliding out. He's starting to reach for that front brake. Doing an amazing job with that. Great job being a smart rider here. He saw that this was a hazardous thing. He has fundamental skills here. He's got some gear. Hopefully he doesn't have to rescue anybody, but he definitely is planning his ride. He's positioning himself for safety, locating hazardous situations, assessing that this is a relevant threat, and he's got to navigate it. And what he's doing is really, really good progressive braking. And then moving over to a new position. That's the thing, is when we position for safety, we're consistently reevaluating and consistently putting ourselves into new positions based off of road hazards. So if there was no road hazard, or if there was a road hazard here, which looks like it's coming up, we might have to move over here, or we might have to move over here, but we're going to run into the bridge. Okay. So far, no road hazards. It's better just to kind of wait and see how things are going. Did a good job applying the brakes.
Real life
Trucks.
car right there. Luckily, he wasn't directly behind the truck when everything started to fly.
Yeah. And he wasn't directly behind the truck when it started to happen because we maintained a good space cushion. This is a good space cushion. All right, we'll move on to the next one. Yeah, watch for the slick spot. You're right.
That's like real life Mario Kart right there. Luckily, he wasn't directly behind the truck when everything started to fly out.
Is he going to help him?
You okay, man?
He's okay, but he's going to be pissed. Give you a good deal if you want. All right, so big open lane right here. Watch out for anybody merging into us. There it is. So that's the pattern right there, everybody. This is the exact pattern I want you guys to be paying attention to. So we have a big stack of vehicles off to the left. Okay, big stack of vehicles. We have our open lane here. This person's already switching over. All of this in front of us is not ours yet. We haven't got in there yet. People can still take it. So it's a green light, but it's an intersection. I'm still gonna wait until people make their decisions because I do know that people like to switch into there. So it's very important that we're paying attention to that. Crazy music. Crazy music. What's up, Lionel Williams? How you doing? Thank you for the 5. Appreciate it. Woo! I forgot we had that. All right, we're going to move on to this one. Merging. Okay, watch out for any sides of the vehicle. It's an uncommon thing right there. But we have the side of the vehicle right there. Did he punch the mirror? Do we still do that? Do people still punch mirrors? I haven't seen that lately. I wonder if people got the hint that it doesn't really work that well and you probably hurt your hand. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes, everybody. So we're coming up to here. There's that side of the vehicle. Okay, this is something that we gotta be watching out for. Okay, we have another lane right here. We're in this lane, we're in position. So left, center, and right. We could easily switch over to this position and get ourselves out of there. They should be going to the first available lane, but sometimes they don't. So what we can do is do some engine braking. We just got up to here. We accelerated, but we can also decelerate. Okay, we can get ourselves in a better position for safety. Yeah, both is P is for punch for plan. So right here we recognize. So we perceived, we're reacting, and we're using a rev bomb. So what we're doing is we're pulling in the clutch and giving it throttle. So what happens when we pull in the clutch and give it throttle? We're going to get a lot of RPMs. We're going to get that noise. We're going to get a lot of power to the rear wheel, but it's not going to turn because we have the clutch engaged. So what happens if we let go of the clutch because we needed that power of that motorcycle to swerve. We needed that power to get out of the way. Or we had a panic and kind of a screwed up thing where now we have the clutch in, we roll off the throttle, but accidentally let the clutch out and try to brake. It starts to really mess it up. And the goal is to really focus on not having any wasted movements. When you're practicing in a parking lot, when you're practicing your Smart Rider drills, or you're practicing your emergency braking or emergency swerving, your clutch really isn't a part of those emergency maneuvers. Okay, braking and accelerating and then turning is going to be part of those emergency maneuvers. We don't practice that on the drills. We don't practice that on the emergency stuff. We don't practice rev bombing for a reason, because it serves no purpose. I get it. A lot of people are like, it's a lot of noise. It gets people's attention, whatnot. Yeah, I understand, but then we're waiting for them to keep us safe. And that's going to be a big problem. We want to get ourselves safe. No, he tapped it. He tapped the mirror. Whatever. Be right. Hey! Got some chonies. Do not recommend doing this. I'm assuming we're going at least 100 miles per hour, and our buddy passed us. Ooh, that's embarrassing. Oh, we got a turn coming up. Oh, no. He doesn't have any gear.
This one is hard to see, but the rider actually hit a wheelbarrow. Surprisingly, the rider was okay though.
Hit a wheelbarrow? Of all things to hit on the freeway, we hit a wheelbarrow. We hit a wheelbarrow. Now, why did we hit it? Because we're going extremely fast. Our headlights only show, let's say 100 feet in front of us. If we're traveling 200 feet per second, we're guessing on that last 100 feet. And even with the first 100 feet that we can see, we have a second to react. So we're outrunning our headlights. It's at night. We're not going to see the wheelbarrow at all. We don't have enough perception and reaction time before we hit that wheelbarrow, before we hit that road surface hazard. That's really what it is. So I don't recommend speeding like this, especially at night. If during the day, he might be able to see it and move out of the way, but at night, good luck. Good luck. Now we have road rash all over the place. Oh.
This one is hard to see, but the rider actually...
Almost 100 likes, everybody.
Surprisingly, the rider was okay though.
All right, going through here, full gas. All right, we were waiting for a moment to pass this driver. We got a left turn coming up. We see that there's no one there. Are we going to low side? Yes, we are. Don't get run over. Don't get run over. Good job with the Volkswagen. What does that say, everybody? So he's wearing sweatpants. So he did wait for a good spot to pass for visibility, but maybe not for turns, because we have a turn right here, and what we're doing in order to pass somebody is accelerating. So now we're accelerating into and through a turn, probably not with the right tires. Are these knobbies? I have no idea, but we low-sided because we lost traction. It's pretty much that. So we're starting to slide. You see that's where the gloves start to hit. This is why you want to have good motorcycle gloves. They do have protection there. They usually have reinforced leather on that spot. So we're going to go ahead and go down and out. We have that Volkswagen super close, but we're wearing sweatpants. So we have knee impacts, which is going to be very painful. You can easily break your patella, snap some stuff up. We have some Nikes over here. That's not going to protect your ankles or even your feet. Your toes can easily slam right through those Nikes with enough force. And then you have broken toes. So right here, he's immediately grabbing his left knee. You see a little bit of it tearing up on the sweats, but he's grabbing his left knee because he's guarding for that. He's making sure his body's natural reaction is to touch him. Like, is it still there? Is it still there? Because there's pain. So he does have some left knee pain. He's going to have injuries. He's not going to have a good day. Hopefully he can walk. All right, let's go move on to this one. Half click up. We have a yield sign. Okay, we're going to be merging. Okay, not a big deal. Hopefully this person doesn't merge in front of us. You know, we've seen this one already, so we're going to move on. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Handled it. Oh, then we had another one, yeah. So we have just people merging, and I did talk about last time that sun is in the rearview mirror. You notice the shadows in front of us. So just be aware of that. Once again, if people do get in front of you, it's not a big deal. Just make sure you get yourself into an escape path and you have a good space cushion. That's when it becomes not a big deal. Okay, it's a big deal when it's a really scary reaction. That's when it's a big deal. It's not a big deal when you actually know what's coming up and you're prepared for it and you understand, and then you kind of keep yourself out of that dangerous situation. We got more?
Holy.
See, good job on the evasive maneuvers. I forgot about this part. So he's going to go ahead and switch immediately. He's not rev bombing. He's not honking the horn. He's not trying to speed up to get to them so he can rev bomb and honk the horn. He's actually moving off to the side. So half click, I think that's his name, half click up. He did a great job here. Great swerve. Good job with the evasive maneuvers. Red stage. Planned his ride a little bit. So he's in a good position. He located that this was a hazardous situation because we have an intersection right here. Somebody's coming out in front of him. He assessed that this person's coming out, path to travel. We have to navigate. We're going to get ourselves into this new escape path over here. Able to handle it. Get ourselves back.
Holy.
Immediately got himself back. You notice that? Back into our lane. So now we're doing it all over again. We're positioning again for safety. We're locating for any new hazardous situations. We're assessing for any other relevant threats, and then we're going to navigate anything that pops up. So if nothing pops up, we're constantly just locating and positioning. Constantly locating and positioning. That's what I do. It keeps me zoned in. It keeps me, in the yellow stage. It keeps me, paying attention. Like I said, the first 5 minutes of a ride, go ahead and tell yourself, I'm in yellow stage. Go into orange stage, intersection, path of travel, opening up my view, reposition, locating hazards. I'm literally saying it out loud. It's going to help you memorize it and kind of put you in that mindset. All right. Make sure you guys get a quad lock so your phone doesn't fly off like this one. Ooh. That's always a scary situation as an EMT, as an ambulance driver. I hate it when people would call us ambulance drivers. But yeah, when we were driving the ambulance, anytime we had to go in traffic, like in head-on traffic to pass people, especially emergency traffic, and we have a blind turn coming up, it's very scary. I never did it. I just waited, which probably pissed off my paramedic. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to kill us both. I don't want to kill us both. So he did a good job straddling the line. This motorcycle rider did an amazing job putting himself in a better position so we don't get hit. This is all he could do. Even if he stops right here and say he was over here and he stops, the ambulance could still hit him. So in this situation, stopping isn't going to save you. Maybe, progressively braking, slowing yourself down so that you can move over because you can buy yourself some time to think a little bit. Because when you're in this life-threatening situation, the epinephrine, the norepinephrine, all that stuff, adrenaline starts pumping through you. You're going to have your vision. You're going to get tunnel vision, and what that's doing is that it's restricting a bunch of light. It's really focused on what's ahead, and it's basically slowing things down for you. There's a whole physiological thing that's going on with you, but it actually feels like things are slowing down because it's actually making it to where you don't have to focus on all of this other stuff. You're able to focus on this one thing, and when you have hyper focus, it feels like things slow down. It's like a flow state. You've ever been in a flow state before, and it feels like it's taken like 10 minutes for whatever it is, but it really was only like 2-3 minutes, but you got a lot done. It's because you're really hyper focused on that thing. Good job on this rider. Handled it real well. Do we have another one coming up? Oh, good job with the evasive maneuvers. That's exactly what you want to do, everybody. So he's finding this hazardous situations. There's that uncommon thing in a common situation. We got this vehicle right here coming at us. So uncommon thing in a common situation. So what are we going to do? We can't really just go straight into it. We're going to have to move over into a better position for safety. And he did exactly that because there's nothing you're going to do. You can fight for it. You can make this person try to swerve around you, but I'm on a motorcycle. I can handle it. I have the skill set. All right, here we go, going through here. We have a intersection coming up. Okay. Intersection, I saw a vehicle go through it. Do we have any, side of the bicyclist. I think we've seen this one also. Not a big deal, we're gonna keep powering through. Keep on powering through. Raven Rider, hey, it's a Prius. Ooh, in that situation, you do want to accelerate yourself out of there. Okay, so we have this Prius coming out, wasn't paying attention. We're not going to have enough total stopping distance, but he did perceive. He reacted with the horn. What I want you guys doing is perceiving, reacting, but not with a horn. I want you to react with either acceleration, or deceleration, And in this situation, you can't swerve left and you can't swerve right for the most part. You can only really stay in this lane. So you're either going to have to accelerate into an escape path or decelerate really quickly. So right here, accelerate through because it's a straight line. Not a big deal. Probably trying to go in to this buddy's place. Probably embarrassed. They're going to laugh about it. Moving on.
Man, do you have minutes? Come on, man.
Papa Patricio. Okay. Lots of traffic. California, we can lane filter and lane split here, but it's not a good spot to do that. We're fighting for this lane. Okay. Fighting for the lane, not a big deal. But I just wouldn't do that. It's got a quad lock. Whoa, wasn't paying attention. Wasn't paying attention. When traffic is going this slow, you need to be paying attention up ahead because people are stopped and you're still traveling. So right here, this is how quick it can happen. He's going to do a quick head check so he can get into the other lane because remember, this lane is going slow. We want to get into the other lane. Doing a quick head check. Let's go ahead and watch that in full speed. Look how quick of a head check this is and how dangerous it got. And there we go. So this is why I tell you guys to position yourselves for safety in the first place. So when did we do the head check? Right here, okay? What position are we in? We're right behind the vehicle. So if this vehicle stops, we are going to run into them if we don't stop too. This is why I tell you guys to position for safety because this is what I do. This is exactly what I do. I'm off to the side in a lane filtering position because if this person stops, I'm still going to be able to go through here. And when I look up, I'm not going to panic because it's like, oh, I'm already in my escape path. This is what I'm doing. I'm constantly positioning for safety. There we go. I drew it on the wrong spot. There you go. Constantly in a position for safety. I'm making sure that I'm going to, if something happens, I'm set up for success. I'm set up for success. So being right behind this vehicle, even though he's got a quad lock, being right behind this vehicle, if that person stops and we aren't paying attention, we're going to run into him. If we're off to the side and this person stops, we're going to be next to them. I'd rather be next to them. So put yourself in a good position. That's the whole point of position for safety. Did a good job riding a Harley, no ABS.
I don't know if you ever experienced it, but target fixation is a real thing. Here we have a few riders that went down or almost went down because of it.
Ooh, you see the line that he did? Let's go back. Look at how we crossed. So our buddy up ahead's doing okay, whatever. So target fixation, like I said, target fixation can be a problem, but it's just a tool. You could use the tool wrong, or you can use the tool right, and you look through the turn.
Down or almost went.
So we crossed into the middle, or not into the middle, we crossed into the other lane. Okay, we crossed another lane, don't know why. All of a sudden we get shot out again because we didn't do a good lane position. And then now we're gonna go ahead and dump the bike because we went out. Could be a new rider, who knows?
Oh no!
So we crashed, don't look at the bike, go around the person, get yourself in a, remember, remain calm, ensure your own safety. Okay? So in this situation, when we want to ensure our own safety, we want to put ourselves out of harm's way. Right, Yan? Welcome to the crew. Yeah, hit those leaves. All right, we're going through here. Going a little wide. Slowed it down. Got himself back into the lane. But then wasn't set up for this one. So this is something that you can practice, like I said, in the Smart Rider drills. We talk about, friction zone, throttle control, and then also keeping our head moving with the Smart Rider drills, which, by the way, we have the booklet right here. When you buy the booklet, you get cones, or you could get cones. You can get the one with the cones. But whenever you get one of these booklets, you get the digital version too as a download. So you get the digital version and you get the phone-friendly version so you can practice like right away until the booklet actually shows up. So here, though, what that's doing in the booklet and in the Smart Rider drills is that you're constantly having to shift. So think of almost just a figure eight as the most basic thing here, the figure eight. You're going through a turn, you have to switch positions and go around the next way. So what you're doing with the drills is it's practicing that switch. It's practicing looking. And it's also telling you that if you screw up the first, cone turn, it's going to set you up for failure on the second one. You have to do a lot of skill resetting to get yourself around the next cone. So a straight line weave is a great example of that. If you go too fast for the first cone, you might make the second cone, you maybe make the third cone, but you just whiffed it on the fourth and fifth and sixth cone. So you really have to set yourself up from the beginning. And what's happening here is this rider was not set up. At this point, what you want to do is slow it down even more and almost reset yourself in the lane. Okay, so if I'm ever in this position, I'm like, oh crap, I do know that there's a turn coming up because this guy can actually see around the corner. I know there's a turn coming up. I'm gonna switch over into the lane I'm supposed to be in, but then slow it down way too much. Like that's the point, slowing it down way too much, and then making the turn. But if you try to just make the turn with the speed that you already have, keeping up with your buddies, you're gonna be shot out to the side. You weren't set up, and it's an easy turn. Look how easy of a turn that is. But he wasn't set up. So right here, he's in the left lane, and he's just going straight. He crosses right over. He was going too fast, wasn't set up. So rescue him. Make sure you guys get a rescue pack. Links in the description for that. But also, yeah, the Smart Rider drills helps out a lot. Hey, some berries. Ooh, sun in the eyes. Okay, that's a factor. Can't see road hazards very well. What's coming up? Okay. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Ooh-wee. What's up, Waldo? How you doing? Where are you? Waldo, where are you? Oh, okay. Anyways, yeah, sun in the eyes. It's gonna mess us up. We're not gonna be able to see through the corner. Pretty self-explanatory, pretty obvious. But whenever I have sun in my eyes like this, I use my visor. So I'm all like doing this right here. With my Shoei Hornet X2. Oh my gosh, you guys can screenshot this and yeah. Anyways, Shoei Hornet, but right now I have the Voss dual sport helmet, and what I'm doing is I'm like pointing down and looking through the visor, looking through the top part. So just like having a hat. Maybe I should have said that. Utilizing a hat, you're pointing it down to block it, and you're looking through. Also in a car, you put the visor down, you're looking through. You're doing that. So that's what I'm doing. This way I'm keeping my eyes on the road and kind of looking through it, but also blocking that sun, because I do know that I'm in the middle of a turn. I do know that there's traffic. I do know that there could be something coming up. And if I don't see it and I continue at this speed, I'm not going to be able to react in time. So slowing it down is going to help out. Now you don't want to. I wouldn't want to slow down because sun, right? Because of the sun's in my eyes. But that's just the reality of things. You're out riding, you're coming home late at night, sun's in your eyes. This is just one turn out of 3 different directions you can be going without sun in your eyes. And you do have it here. So utilize the tools that you have. Put your head down if you have a dual sport helmet or a visor, and look through the top of it. If you can't, look for the corners. I mean, not the corners. Look for the sides of the road. So make sure you're not getting close to this, and you have a line here. So make sure you're not getting closer to this. Make sure you're not getting close to this. Try to stay somewhere in here. But one thing you could totally do is just slow it down. Just slow it down. Got very close. So did not panic, though. This is really good. See how it just popped up out of nowhere almost? So he starts to see this. He could have went into brown stage. Okay, could have went into brown stage. Just could have straight up panicked, but he went into red stage, did something he had to do, and got himself out of there. Good job with the braking. Okay, good job with the braking. All right, here we go. Extra sync. We have an uncommon thing. It's a green light. Why is nobody moving? Ooh, I think we've seen this one. Braking, having a downshift. It might have been an accident. I don't think I talked about this part. So we're coming up to an intersection. Remember, right now we're in yellow stage. We're prepped and ready. We're zoned in. We're not paranoid, and nothing's kind of jumping out at you with your gut feelings. You're just enjoying the ride. You're listening to music on your cardo. You're enjoying it. You have your GPS going on your handlebars with the quad lock. You're just going. But that's going to constantly change from yellow, orange, orange, yellow. Most of the time when you're riding, you're like 80% yellow, 20% orange, because you do have to go through intersections. You do see random things. You do have corners. But for the most part, you're in yellow stage. You want to constantly go back and forth because you're constantly in orange stage. It's a lot on your nervous system, especially in an hour-long ride, even 20-minute ride. It's a lot on your nervous system. You're going to wear out. So you want to put yourself back into something where you're in yellow stage. So we're coming up to here, though. Okay, we're coming up to here. We see an intersection. As soon as we see that intersection, we're going to go into orange stage. We're prepped and ready. We're covering the brakes. Okay, cool. From here, what I can see, it's a green light. So it's a green light. The vehicles in this lane are not going. A little bit uncommon. Okay, I'm coming up to an intersection. I'm already in orange stage, right? So I'm already prepped and ready. I perceived a hazardous situation. Remember, we're locating hazardous situations. Now we're assessing a relevant threat. That gut feeling came out. So for me, when I see two vehicles stopped at an intersection when it's green and they still haven't moved by the time I got close to them, something's going on. I'm going to come up to this intersection a little bit slower than I normally would and really find that escape path. We got something off to the right, we're good. So I'm already covering the brakes. I'm already seeing things because of the intersection. And now I see these vehicles, they're not a threat yet, because we're not having to navigate anything, but it's definitely a relevant threat. We're seeing if it is. So we're coming up to here. They haven't moved. Why haven't they moved? More than likely a rear fender bender got rear-ended, and then they're going to move off to the side. So people in these situations, I'm just going to explain kind of like what happened with them, is that they got into a rear end. Now their full focus is, am I hurt? Is my family hurt? Is my vehicle damaged? Okay, this person hit me. I know what I need to do. I need to get off to the side. They're not looking for their mirrors. They're not checking anything. They're just doing. And that's going to get you in trouble, especially, as a car driver and also as a motorcycle rider. So assume that people aren't really paying attention and you have to pay attention. That's why I want you guys using the color code chart with MTC awareness stages. We have a link to the description for the MTC Rider Academy, but right here, that's probably what happened. Why would they jump across? But panic broke a little bit. Thankfully, ABS kind of kicked in. We did skid a little bit, but we kept it up, and that's what counts. All right, here we go. Another quad lock. Yeah. Is this an Indian Scout or a Honda? I can't tell right now. All right. Oh, wasn't paying attention. You see how the rev bomb didn't work? This is audio straight from the camera. Rev bomb didn't hear nothing. Did not hear nothing. How you doing, gang? Gang. All right, we're coming up to here. We're on the interstate or freeway riding, so we're going at a high rate of speed. We don't have any cross traffic. What we do have is people merging into these areas. So when you're riding on, the freeway or interstate, yes, the highway speeds, the 65, 75, 80, whatever it is that you have there, that could be scary. You're gonna get a lot of wind on you. I understand it feels weird. So it is a factor when it comes to a possible crash because you have that high rate of speed. But one of the biggest things here is gonna be merging and road surface hazards when you're on the interstate. It's a lot safer to ride on the interstate than in town. So the only thing that you have here versus town is that high rate of speed. So you have to watch out for merging incidents. You have to watch out for any road surface hazards. And with that higher rate of speed, when I'm doing this, I make sure I am scanning far ahead, really far ahead, and I'm positioned really good for safety. I am scanning for road surface hazards because if there's no vehicles around me, there's no vehicles going to cross in front of me. So if there's no vehicles, I'm really looking for road surface hazards. I'm on high alert for those because it does take me a little bit more time to swerve. It does take me a lot of time to brake. If I have to accelerate, thankfully I have an Indian FTR 1200S. Oh yeah, and I can accelerate. So always look for road surface hazards. But when you do have traffic, don't be in their blind spot. Don't be in their blind spot. How you doing, Anthony Miller? Yeah, just move on. Moving on. Whoa, they're not going with the flow of traffic. Ooh, sharp left turn, you saw that sign? Let's see if anything happens here.
These riders were enjoying their group ride when it went.
Okay, handled it.
Complete disaster.
Oh no. Rescue a rider, guys. Oh, into the vehicle. So, real quick, what do you guys think? Everyone's coming from that direction up there, and we have a crash right here. Too wide? He's on Hayabusa.
Você tá bem, Cupim?
Too wide, huh? Going too fast through the corner, couldn't handle the corner.
Okay. But his bike was completely totaled.
Oh yeah.
Você tá bem mesmo? Não se machucou nada, não?
This
Shoulder.
always important to wear your gear. Ride safe out
Yep.
there and make it back home to.
Make it back home. Make it back home. All right, so can't tell who's who. So I don't think we see the person up ahead. Well, that's a Hayabusa, right? That's a Hayabusa. Maybe he took his jacket off. It looks like he had full gear, right? Okay. Not the Busa. So yeah, you have the sharp turn coming up ahead, so it's going to tell you that there's going to be these turns. And then they're sharp. You got the chevrons indicating that, okay?
These riders were enjoying a group ride.
That's not the big thing here. The big thing is that there was a crash. So we're going to talk real briefly on what you can do. So right here, we have people doing this. I love to see that. Traffic control is very important because we do have stuff in the roadway. We do have patients off to the side. We have at least 2 patients because remember, you have a car driver and the motorcycle rider. The one that's the motorcycle rider is going to have a higher mechanism of injury because you don't have that cage. You don't have seatbelts. You don't have airbags. The vehicle, the guy's going to be a little bit better, but still can be very deadly, very dangerous. So the reason why I like seeing this is because we're trying to prevent a secondary incident. You don't want to have another patient. You don't want to have somebody crashing into your patient. You don't want to have anybody crashing into you. So what I would be doing is I would be directing this person. I'd be directing this person to go around the corner and do the same exact thing. Go at least 100 feet around that corner to slow it down. It's easy to talk to these people when you have a cardo or anything like that, especially when you're all connected. But you can tell, hey, Janine, go around the corner. I don't know why I called her Janine. It's just a weird name, but I wanted to say it. But yeah, go around the corner, slow traffic down, doing exactly that. I would also point at somebody else and say, hey, call 911. I have the medical knowledge. I can treat a patient. Maybe Janine can't. Maybe Fred can't. But they can call 911 and they can control traffic, at least slowing it down. Because once somebody sees this around that corner, they're like, huh, that's kind of weird. Got that gut reaction. And if it was me, I'd be like, I'm going to slow down a little bit. And then when I get around the corner, I'm like, oh, I get it now. I get it now. So coming up to here, must be like a Hayabusa group. Interesting. So this guy crashed, went too wide. There's the impact right there. You can see it on the ground. Right here. Probably like right here. Huge impact. Huge impact. Guy's actually walking. That's impressive. Absolutely impressive.
Rider that crashed ended up being okay, but his bike was completely totaled.
He's very lucky. This could have easily been a fatal incident. You see how there's traffic coming? This is where you really got to be careful. But yeah, when we talk about rescuing another rider, remember to remain calm yourself. So call 911 or tell someone to call 911. You're going to make sure you ensure your own safety. So please look for hazards. Wear some PPE on your hands, some nitrile gloves. But send somebody downstream and upstream. Slow it down. Stop any major bleeds. We do have tourniquets and everything in our rescue pack, but at the end of the day, just, try your best with direct pressure, try your best with what you have. And if you need to, quickly assess that severity. Head injury symptoms. If you see the dude, he's acting drunk, don't let him get back on the bike. Don't let him walk around. Don't let him run around. Have him sit down. Same thing with spinal cord injuries. Just kind of sit down. Shock symptoms, lay down. Put, for all the treatments, you want to stop any external bleeding, lay him down and monitor any changes. It can get worse or get better. But keep them warm. We do have emergency blankets with our rescue packs.
Você tá bem mesmo? Não se machucou nada?
This is why it's always
Very, very, very lucky. Very lucky. We got one more, guys. We got another one coming up. We have another one. We have another one. Another one. We're going to take a look at this one. Thank you, Chaos Rider. Great stuff. We have a Motostars video now. Ooh, this one doesn't look very good. It doesn't look very good. We have 136 people in class today. Think about that. Let's go ahead and pause the music real quick. 136 people in here. I don't see any of you guys. It's kind of weird. How many people are in an MSF class? 12 maybe, max? We have 10 times that many people in class today. That's absolutely impressive to me. I absolutely love it. I don't need thousands of people. I just need you guys. I'm so happy you guys are here, being smart riders, trying your best to stay safe. Love it, love it, love it. But guys, remember, not only do we do these live classes, which we're going to start back up, with Motorcycle Training Concepts, True Classic T-shirt, sponsored by Cardo, sponsored by Quad Lock. We have chin mounts on the bottom in the description. We have a lot of stuff, but the main thing here is that you guys are actually sponsoring all this content. This is free. I'm spending a lot of time here. I love doing what I'm doing, but I'm also building out the course. I'm building out the academy. I'm building out everything else myself too. So thankfully I got Nathan editing all this stuff. He's helping me out quite a bit. He's another instructor, But you guys are sponsoring this by, getting Smart Rider training drills, either with the cones or not, but signing up for the MTC Rider Academy. Right now, it's the lowest price it's going to be. It's $4.99 the first month, $9.99 after that. You're getting the Smart Rider basic training, downloadables. You're getting the Smart Rider drills. You're getting a whole bunch of stuff. It's going to go up in price when I get the new defensive riding course, the new basic riding course for MTC. So make sure you guys sign up. It supports the channel. We've had a really tough 6 months. I've had a tough 6 months, but the channel's been kind of hit hard by YouTube. It seems like it's picking back up, so I'm super happy about that. But yeah, sign up. We got the Motorcycle Training Academy. Okay, we got the MTC Rider Academy. But yeah, sign up, $4.99 the first month. Check it out, see if you like it. Take the 3-hour course, all videos, PowerPoint, slides, everything, quizzes. You get a certificate at the end. You get the Smart Rider the Smart Rider drills. You get down the rescue card, the rescue booklet downloads. Guys, check it out. Links in the chat, links in the description, and you're supporting the channel by doing that. I'd like to say thank you to the roughly 300 people that are members. You guys pretty much saved my ass in the last 6 months. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, the algorithm. Bofu. Let's go to the office. Let's go to the office for a little bit. We're gonna jump into this next one real soon. Yeah, Bofus. What I've noticed is YouTube isn't putting it out to new viewers. It's only shooting it out to subscribers, which is not good for discovery, which is not good for trying to get the people that are doing all these crashes to witness kind of what happened and to learn a little bit. So it's really important that you guys, watch these videos, like, subscribe, you either share it. Sharing is really, really good. But commenting is giving engagement, all these different things. But at the end of the day, if you really, really want to help out what we're doing here at the MTC Rider Academy, which yeah, we have a lot. That's my secret door, everybody. Literally the fourth wall, right? We have a lot going on. We're building out a podcast setup. We have a bunch of stuff, and if you guys sign up for the academy, it really helps us out. I'm building everything myself. I'm paying for everything myself. Like I'm not complaining. I absolutely love it. This is a great job. Absolutely love talking to you guys on the Discord. I love seeing the community really flourish, but I've got some big plans, big plans. I'm going to stop recording because it's going to make it a little bit difficult for Nathan. There we go. I'll do a new recording for him for the second video that we got going on. Oh yeah. Perfect. You guys got any questions when it comes to, we're going to jump into the video, guys. Don't worry about it. Go and take a seat. You have any questions when it comes to like the academy, like any updates? I haven't done a live stream in so long. I haven't talked to you guys in so long. There's been a lot of major life updates, a lot of healing, a lot of growth. And you guys know about me with the mental health channel on the Discord. I did a huge share on there, so you guys can see quite a bit. Very open about it. But yeah, mental health is a big thing here for this channel. Riding motorcycles is a big thing, obviously, but I like to combine the two. I like to make it to where you're zoned into the ride. You're kind of hyper-focused on that. You're meditating. You're not in your head. You're in the mode and the mindset of, I got to get there safely. And that's why I wanted to get back into live streaming, because it's very easy for me to film all this stuff off stream and not live. And, I could easily take breaks. I could easily pause. I can easily do these things, but it keeps me out. I mean, it allows, thoughts to come back in. So doing this live really keeps me in here, keeps me motivated. I'm reading the chat. Absolutely love it. thoughts keep coming back in and out, but it's been really nice. It's been really nice. Christopher T. Dan, I am taking on the mentor role of my 56-year-old dad getting on a bike for the first time since childhood. We're going to look at the KLR today for his first bike. We're going to practice. KLR is a great bike, dude. Great choice, Christopher T. Great choice. Yeah, get the drill booklet. Now, this is the physical version, but if you sign him up for the academy, he can get the basic training, the drills, everything right here, the rescue booklet and all that stuff. And it's only $4.99. So see if he likes that. If you want to get the digital version, you're going to get obviously the digital version, but you're getting a phone-friendly version. So kind of saving you guys a little bit of money here. Don't go to the shop. Go to the academy if you want the drills, and you get a course too. But yeah, we're working on the BRC. Our BRC. You guys want to see what it looks like? I have the whole. Can I do it? I'm not NDA'd. Oh, I'm the boss. Okay. Well, I'm going to show it. Okay. All right. I guess the lawyer said I shouldn't. Well, whatever. He's the boss of me. So the basic rider course. Let's go ahead and get this up on. All right. Quick movement. So yeah, free. I haven't updated in 11 days because I've been working on the slides with Nathan. But yeah, we got the basic rider course. It's a 9-week course. Well, it's a 5-week course, but it's a 9-week course when I'm adding the rescue and the teaching and mentoring part. Oh, I can't give you all the quiz answers. These are all the quiz answers. Week 2, we're talking about Brown Stage, Unit 1, Lesson 7, Unit 1, Lesson 8. Then we get into the fundamental skills, introduction to defensive road strategy. Yeah, you guys can look. Yeah, go ahead. I might change up the answers now, but we're going to be practicing in a neighborhood. We're going to be practicing, 2 to 3 lane roads, straight, easy, curvy roads. City riding, we're going to be doing city riding. And then we're going to get into acquiring using personal protective equipment, which, by the way, I'm going to go buy a modular helmet and a half helmet. I have a 3/4 and a full face, and we're going to be describing everything. And I'm going to probably cut, not the Ruroc, because it's a different kind of helmet. I might just buy a helmet and cut that thing in half just so you guys can see what's in the inside. Same thing with jackets. I got to buy some jackets. I got to buy some pants. I'm going to buy some, some gloves, some extra stuff so I can show you guys what's on the inside. But yeah, we got skills testing. Smart Rider drills, week 5, week 6. And I don't want to show you the rest of that. This is just the SMA portion. We have the whole rescue portion, which I'm going to go ahead and put myself back in the office. But this is what we've been working on. So I haven't been doing the live streams because I've been working on these things. And this is just the basic rider course. We do have a rescue course. I'm going to show you a little bit about that. Let's go ahead and get that up there. And at the same time, I'm going to see if I can show you the mentorship. Excuse me. The mentorship course isn't done because I want to get some more life experience on that, but we do have the rescue course. Let me go ahead and show you guys that. So the rescue course, we're going to be talking about implied consent, informed consent, legal consent, medical consent, all these different things. What does rescue stand for? Remaining calm. I put like where I left off because I'm taking notes and everything. We do have, we're going to go in depth on ensure your own safety, stopping any major bleeds, and then quickly assessing the severity. And then we do have a rescue pack. So we're going to be showing you guys how to use these things with practical applications. And look at this. We're going to do a crash assessment. We're going to do a dramatization. We're working on that right now. We're doing film plans with Nathan. We got Rescue Ronaldo, the little dummy that bleeds everywhere that we got that I bought over a year ago. I think 2 years ago I bought it and haven't been able to use it because we haven't had time. But we got the assets, we got the things that we got the capabilities to show you, and we have a medical training type situation here. But yeah, the main thing here is that we're redoing. It's 20-something pages. Look at that. Redoing the basic rider course. Okay, So this whole first unit is free. It's going to tell you what's happening. We're going to do a basic operation refresher. So you're going to do friction zone, braking, slow straight, everything like that. Tight turns, everything. Unit 0, lesson 3. If you notice, lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4, lesson 5, and then we get into week 2. So Monday through Friday, you're going to have a new lesson. And then week 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to have 4 that week. So we're really going to be powering through it. We're not going to overload you with multiple hours all at once. I really, really want you guys to take this very seriously. And this is going to be one of those things where it's going to be slow, steady progress. So I remember somebody writing in the chat, I don't know if you're still here, somebody was saying that you should, for the first 30 rides, take it very slow, very easy, and at least 15 minutes per ride. That's a great suggestion. It's a great solution to new riders. This is kind of doing the same thing. We're going to get out on the motorcycle. I'm going to show you what it is to do on the motorcycle. You're going to have a very quick slide and quick everything. You guys want to see the slides, by the way? You're going to have a lot of that stuff just kind of coming at you, and I want you to be able to sleep, on it. I want you to be able to, you learn something and you go to sleep, it reinforces and solidifies that information in your head, and that's a big thing there. That's a huge thing. So let me see if, we got the slides on the, I'm going to have to show you real quick on the Discord. So I have an MTC Rider Academy Discord also, where it's just me and Nathan. There we go. You know what? Let's go ahead and so this is what the whole plan is. We're going to make a book out of it. So I'm going to have to get myself in position. So right here, this is Unit 1, Lesson 4. We're going to be talking about, we're going to be assessing relevant threats. It's a whole part of planning your ride, okay? So remember, this is like Unit 4, like I said, so we're right here. I do an overview, Lesson 1, 2, 3, 4. We're on assessing relevant threats. The next one would be navigating active threats. And so this is going to be that first slide. This is going to be that first part of the lesson, and then we're going to get on the bike, and then you're going to take a quiz, and then you're going to move on to the next lesson, which is going to be the next day, unless you want to power through. So I'm going to be up here. I'm going to tell you guys, hey, we have some road surface hazards. This is what we're looking for when we're assessing relevant threats. We're looking for road hazards. We're looking for roadway users, and making sure that you're not the threat either. So if you're speeding, you're not paying attention, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're in the wrong lane, going on head-on traffic, whatever, are you the threat? So right here, can you swerve around a pothole? This is going to be a road surface hazard. We're going to be looking at that when we're out on the bike. Same thing with some random stuff going on over there. We got somebody coming out, going to the side of the vehicle, weird. They shouldn't even be there. So, are we looking for roadway users? And here's the thing. Are we going to go too fast? Are we going to haul booty? Are we the threat ourselves? So slow it down, remove your ego from the ride, and ride safe. And we're going to go ahead and out, and I want to show you how it looks like when we're assessing relevant threats. And then I get off stream, and then boom, we have our thing. So this is going to be a booklet. If this looks familiar, does it look familiar? So we're going to have a huge book coming up. So I just want to say thank you guys for supporting the channel. It helps out quite a bit when you join the MTC Rider Academy. If you're already a member, when this thing launches, you automatically get it. But here's the thing. It's going to be legacy members only for that. I'm going to be creating a whole new thing, whole new membership, a whole new bundle, or whatever it is that we're going to be doing, and it's going to be different. You can buy it separately, and you can keep it forever. But if you're a member, you get it, $9.99 for, every month until you don't want it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Support the channel. Helps out quite a bit. Join the MTC Rider Academy. So make sure you guys do that. Helps out. It's pinned at the tippity top. You caught my lice. Caught my lice. Thank you, Caboose. Appreciate it. I know what you meant. Hey, Dan, I know we are the minority, but a round focused on gear for lady riders would be awesome. I had tons of trouble finding stuff that fit well. Yes, Fury. That's one thing that, I was wanting to talk to Doodle on a motorcycle about how she gets gear. She's already made quite a few videos on that. But I would love to have her as a guest instructor. You know what I mean? Have her teach a women's section of the Unit 3, because Unit 0 is the first one. So 1, 2, 3, yeah. So Unit 3. That'd be great, huh? Like I'd teach the whole thing, and then all of a sudden it's like, boop, sidebar. Here's Doodle. That'd be kind of cool. I just want to say thank you guys once again. I know we're taking our time here. I just want to say thank you. You guys have been an amazing support. Absolutely needed you guys recently. Really, really thankful. And so I'm making this kind of content because I want you guys to stay safe and keep doing what you want to do, which is ride motorcycles. But at the end of the day, just a big thank you. Just a big thank you. It's been a rough year. It's been a rough year since last year around this time. Can't find riding jeans. Yeah, it's tough. That's why I don't climb. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. Yeah, here's to a better year, Easton. Here's to a better year. Let's go ahead and go to the office. Let's kind of hang out for a little bit. I'll stand at the desk. How about that? We're gonna jump into the video soon. I know we lost some people. We got maybe 100 people in here. I get it. Thank you guys for sticking around. I really do appreciate it. I've been really thinking about the mentorship part of the program. Yeah, I get blurry sometimes, Jurian. It's the autofocus. It's a little bit weird. What's up, Jack? So I've been really thinking about the mentorship portion, and I've been doing the SMA portion, the seeks out and recognizes hazardous situations, maintain fundamental skills, acquire and use personal protective equipment. And I've also done the rescue portion for quite a while. One thing I haven't really dived into was the mentorship, and I've coached and taught in person many students, and I've done some mentoring on the side, and I was a step parent for 7 years. And so I've had a lot of learning experience there, learned what not to do for the most part. Is that how I pronounce your name? Is it Urian or Jurian? Let's see if I got that right. And so one thing that I really, last year I was kind of reevaluating my life. And then this year, Urian, right? Oh, sweet. I took Hooked on Phonics as a kid. But I've been really thinking, this whole last year, like, what am I doing? That's when I had a lot of reevaluating of what we're doing here. And this year, 2023, I am so motivated to do the mentorship stuff. I feel like not outgrown. I feel like I've grown a little bit past the SMAR part of Smart Rider Principles, and I haven't really delved into the teaching and mentoring. And I feel like that's such a huge portion of learning. If you can teach something, that means you have to learn. You have to know how to learn. You have to know how other people learn. So it's very difficult. I don't think anybody on YouTube or anyone outside of the MSF rider coach class, and then these organizations to teach new coaches to then coach for their organization. But I haven't found, and please, if you found this, please tell me. I haven't found anybody wanting to teach a normal person. So it could be your dad, your uncle, your mom, could be your brother, could be your younger brother, younger sister, like anybody in your life that rides a motorcycle, Nobody teaches them how to teach somebody else. And where I kind of got this idea, and the reason why teaching a mentor is such a huge thing, is that imagine your uncle. Let's just do like a hypothetical here. Imagine your uncle wants to teach you, like you're interested. You're like, hey, Uncle Joe, I know you ride. You've been riding for years. I want to start riding. Like, can you teach me? Can you help me? Uncle Joe, what's up, Quiboose? Uncle Joe might not know how to teach you. He might know how to ride, and he's going to try his best because he wants you to be safe because you're a loved one, you're a family member, you trust him to teach you. And that's a lot of pressure. Because imagine if you do crash and get injured, then Uncle Joe, gets in trouble with your mom, which is his sister, and then you start fighting in this big old... Imagine if Uncle Joe had a resource that is almost free that will teach him how to teach you. And so then he can mentor you with a structured program with a couple weeks and taking your time. And it's because you want to learn from Uncle Joe. You don't want to learn from the MSF. Maybe the MSF isn't close by. Maybe there's no training organization close by. And maybe, the MTC Rider Academy, the solo course for you, the basic rider course, it's just not clicking for you. So maybe Uncle Joe took the mentorship course, has you go into the BRC with him, and you guys follow that. And he knows how to teach you because he's learning from the mentorship course how to speak to you. He's learning how to actively listen. He's learning to hear your fears and your concerns and allowing you to make mistakes in a safe environment so you can learn for yourself and empower you. Like all these things. That's what I want to do right now. That's what I want to focus on. That's what I want to teach. And it's because I haven't seen anybody do that. Now imagine Uncle Joe is the riding captain for his local group. Imagine Uncle Joe wants to get a group of friends together and ride motorcycles. What if Uncle Joe has his group of friends that already ride motorcycles and he wants to teach them some new principles and new things to keep everyone safe? So that's where I'm getting at. That's where I'm getting at. It's a force multiplier. If I can get Uncle Joe to go to class and he can teach 100 people, that's 100 people I didn't teach. It's 100 people that he taught. It's 100 people that look to him as a resource. So those of you that are motivated to be a resource for those around you, I want to be the resource for you. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I haven't seen anybody do this. I haven't seen anybody. And I think that's a shame because how many, write in the comments, I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to do a quick poll. All right. Did you learn how to ride from a friend/family member? Let's see. Or training organization. Friend. Don't answer yet. Family. Trading organization. Boom. There's no wrong answers. No wrong answers. Is the MSF compulsory? No. You don't even have to. You don't even have to take it. You just do the quick exam and you're in and out. Yeah, learn from both. That's great. That's great. Absolutely great. There's a whole escalation of what I want to do for training. And it starts off with you, the rider, you, the person that wants to ride. It's escalating to the mentorship where now you can teach somebody else or whoever wants to take a mentorship class to teach other people. And then the next step is how am I going to train motorcycle riding clubs and groups? And then after that, I want to be able to be another asset to MSF rider coaches or total control coaches. Now, obviously, they're not going to teach my curriculum, but I want to help them be better teachers and better instructors. Long path, lots of years of learning. I still got to do lots of practice, lots of, just a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that I really want to be a part of. And to me, it's switching from me teaching you to me teaching people to be better teachers. And I don't know what it is. Maybe my grandfather, he was a professor at a local community college for decades. And he was such an amazing teacher. And so I don't know, it runs in our blood. My mom was a teacher for 30 years. So really love it. I feel the most fulfilled when I can teach people how to teach versus just me teaching. I feel like it's a next step. I feel like it's a next step for me. So I really appreciate you guys supporting that. I really do. Really, really do. One second. Whew. How can you make sure your new teachers will teach correctly? That's the thing, Caboose. That's one thing that I've learned when it comes to, and that's a great question. It's a great question, by the way. How can you make sure your new teachers will teach correctly? You can also apply that. How can I make sure that people taking my course will ride correctly? How can I make sure that you right now, Caboose, even though you're a member, I get you got a mustache, you're gonna get a beard after 1 month. So thank you so much. How do I make sure that you're actually paying attention? I can't. So with the people that goes through the BRC, the people that go through the mentorship program, the rescue course too, I don't know, but the simple fact that they went to the class, they completed the class that we're coming up with, I know that they at least have the knowledge I currently have. And it's up to them to apply it. I've been doing these live streams for years. I've been doing this forever. And I'm still learning. So it's not going to be something that, Uncle Joe's going to be able to be an expert, coach after taking the program. He's going to at least have an understanding of what he should say and do. And if it's brought over, course of, 5 weeks, like the SMA portion is, he knows that one day, unit 1, lesson 1, he talks about the overview of the MTC awareness stages with, his nephew. And then that's it. And the next day, that's it. Next day, that's it. So in between days, he's like, man, he's gonna do his own after actions. That's part of the mentorship thing. He's gonna do his own after action. He's like, I could have said this better. I could have said this better. And I'm going to be discussing that. And then he's going to be better the next day, better the next day. If he gets better, his nephew's going to get better. So that's the whole point that I'm trying to do. So it's not an endorsement class. It's not going to be anything to where, you're going to be like an expert rider, but it's going to get you on the path of how to learn. And so that when you do take total control ARC or the MSF, BRC, ARC, anything like that, you're going to have the knowledge of how to be a really good beginner and really understand how to learn something new. And that's the goal. The goal isn't to make you the best. It's the goal to make you to where you're now an active learner for the rest of your life, or at least until you forget what I explained to you. But that's kind of where I'm at. That's where I'm at. And I hope you guys, want to be a part of that. But I really do appreciate you guys being huge support of the MTC Rider Academy. But we got to get going. We didn't fix that. We still haven't fixed the transition. All right, rookies. But yeah, I really do appreciate it. It's a great question, Caboose. Yeah, it's just more tools. So imagine trying to build a house and all you have is a hammer. But what I'm going to provide you is, a drill and then an extra buddy to help you out. It's up to you if you want to use it. But you're going to have more. I don't know why I used the house. I don't know why I did that. I don't even know how to build a house. I basically just want to give you the framework so you're not guessing. That's it. I would love to, Keen Hitman. I've looked into accreditation. already. There's a lot of moving parts, but we're far away from that. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and hit that record button so Nathan has something to edit here. So we're going to be watching this. Rider almost crushed by a flying bike, crazy motorcycle moments, episode 438. Wow. They've been doing a lot. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this one. It's a Motostars video, so he's going to be talking over a lot of stuff. We just saw that. We didn't see this one. There's going to be road rash. There's going to be road rash on that one.
This is one of those situations
there he is.
Where you may feel helpless. The driver
okay.
was not only tailgating this rider, he also wasn't attentive enough.
Tailgating is tough to do.
Oh, dude!
Good job, though, not panicking.
Oh my God.
Good job not panicking. So the feeling of helplessness is something that is a big problem. There's a lot of mental, I don't want to say trauma, but there's with PTSD and stuff, at least with firefighters, one of the common things is that they felt like they were helpless. They couldn't help. They couldn't do anything. So when I tell you guys to rescue another rider, the main thing there is that rider probably feels really helpless, and there's going to be people around you that want to help and they're feeling really helpless. So giving people jobs, even if it's just call 911, even if it's just to turn off the motorcycle, if it's to go and control traffic or really slow down traffic, give them a job so they can feel like they are helping. And so then when they leave the incident, they feel a little bit better. They feel like they were part of a team versus just standing there with their hands in their pockets and panicking. So that's one of the big things. And like I said, with firefighters, a building collapse and they're stuck underneath it and they can't do anything to help themselves. That's when we start having issues. That's why when we were training for firefighter survival, we learned how to do skip breathing. We learned how to do lunar. We learned how to, get on the radio and tell them our location, our unit, their needs, a bunch of different stuff like that. We were able to not be helpless. And that was a big thing. So real quick, Christopher Clark, you should watch the video I posted in the crew lounge and shows the trucker some love and give your thoughts on what to do in that situation. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. I see that right here. I'll take a look at that after this video. So Nathan, you're going to have a lot of fun editing this. He's used to not doing this on live anymore. So right here, yeah, definitely going to be a scary situation. So this person behind him wasn't being attentive. They were definitely in white stage, not paying attention, not at all. But this rider right here was doing his good 360 situation awareness. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And he didn't panic because it could have easily felt like he got pushed out. You hear the skidding. Oh, crap. And he could have panicked and slammed that front brake. But instead, he's target fixated. Remember, we talked about target fixating could be a tool, or it is a tool. It could be used wrong. He's using it right. He's looking through the turn. He's going where he needs to go. He's going to go a little bit wide. He's going to kind of go up here, but there's no one here at all. No one here at all. So we're going up to here. Did a quick check. Slowed it down, did not panic, did a great job. So fortunate runt, did an amazing job. Yeah, so close, right, Fury?
God, man.
Yeah, check your pants. All right, Angel or not? Okay, we've seen him before. We're doing some lane filtering. Watch out for open positions. Handled it well. I don't know if you're allowed to lane filter. Is this New York? I don't think you're allowed to lane filter in New York. All right, so we're lane filtering. So what do I tell you guys when we're lane filtering? Automatic orange stage. We're prepped and ready. We're kind of paranoid because what's happening here is we don't have escape paths to the left or right. Okay, we can't swerve left. We can't swerve right because we're going to run into vehicles. So all we can do is accelerate or decelerate as our escape. So right here, I want you guys to see, though, for when we were talking about positioning for safety in any situation when we're next to other vehicles, I like to be off to the side because look at your vision. Your vision is really good. Really good. And this is part of it. You have an escape path right in front of you. So what happens, though, when you're lane filtering or lane splitting, when you have big open spots like this, like this little gap right here, vehicles, especially if vehicles in front of them are going slow, I say this all the time, you guys know that, they're going to switch over. You're going to do it, they're going to do it. Whatever you do on the road, assume another person will do it. It's common sense. It's common to you. It's going to be common to them. It's just that you have the knowledge to check first. You have the knowledge to escape. You have the knowledge of what you need to be doing because you're watching this channel. They don't. They got their license 37 years ago. They haven't had to re-up it. In Arizona, you have your license until you're 60-something. You never have to take another class unless you get a ticket. And even then, it's an online class. I took one for my dad. Don't say anything because I think I'll get him in trouble. But right here, big open spot. Handled it well. He saw it ahead of time. It was nice and smooth. He wasn't speeding. Imagine if he was going really fast. Probably would have went right into the back of this vehicle. So rev bombing, don't agree with. You guys know that. But progressive braking really saved his butt. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And handled it. Okay, got his GPS. I haven't seen GPS in a while. It's usually phones. So yeah, this happens a lot. And this is why I tell you guys, when you go into corners, not just intersections, but corners, you're in orange stage. You're slowing it down. You're doing slow look, press, and roll, getting into the area. You're slowing down before the turn. You're target fixating through the turn, right? And you're pressing to initiate that counter steering, and you're rolling on the throttle when you get out. When we talk about position for safety, a lot of people say outside, inside, outside. Okay, I get that. I like being in the middle because of this situation. He's in the middle, and he's got an Indian too, by the way, so that's probably helped out quite a bit. So middle, sees the vehicle coming over, moves over for a new position for safety. He located this hazardous situation. Is a corner, so already knows. He's assessing if this is a relevant threat. Oh, he's across the line. Who knows if they're going to just try to pass this guy for some reason. But we're going to navigate it. We're going to be switching over to lane position right. A lot of people say left, center. I'm sorry. A lot of people say 1, 2, 3. I like left, center, right because it's pretty standard unless you don't know how to do your rights and lefts. Okay. Do you guys know how to do your rights and lefts? I mean, I don't know. I mean, some of you guys don't even know how to sit down and eat donuts correctly. But yeah, left, center, right. So he's over here. I like being in the center. Just a quick switch to the right. Still in the lane. It was still an evasive maneuver, but it wasn't him having to swerve. It wasn't him having to panic brake. It wasn't him having to do anything. Did a great job. Handled it perfectly. Virginia Trail camera videos. Great job. Coming up here, that one's a little weird. This one's a little weird. I don't know what... Virginians don't know how to ride. So this one right here, it's a straightaway, kind of awkward. I had a car do that to me in my dad van, which is pretty hard to do when you have a giant white van, but still it happens. People aren't paying attention. They look up and they realize they're in the other lane. But here he goes in the middle and sees the hazard. He's going to move himself over. He planned his ride, did a great job. He located, he assessed it's a relevant threat. He's going to navigate just by pushing over. And that's all he had to do. There was no panic. There was no fighting for the lane. There was no rev bombing. There was nothing. He's got an air horn, though, which is good. It's an aftermarket horn. Highly recommend getting an air horn if you like to honk your horn. Here we go. Dula Go So Hard. Interesting.
And this way is a risky game in which everything depends on the driver's attention.
Forgot Motostars like to talk. Oh! Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. His head fell off. All right, so we're going to see it in slow motion. So the person switched over, was going to switch lanes for whatever reason. Okay, I'm pretty sure the motorcycle rider's going to be like, this guy hit me. Okay, you're right. You're right. He's at fault. He crossed into you. Failure to, properly drive. He's trying his best. We're going 80-something miles per hour on the interstate at night. I think he fell off at this point. I think he's like trying to run like a Flintstone. He's off the bike, and he's going to let go of the bike at some point. Okay, it's too much slow. Are we padding the video there, Motostars? All right, here we go. Coming up to here. And there we go. What's up, Sober Rider? How you doing? All right, so what we have is a bunch of traffic coming up. We got brake lights on an interstate. Why is that happening? Don't know, but it should tell you, hey, orange stage. We should be kind of, what's going on?
This clip perfectly demonstrates that lane splitting.
So we're switching lanes. That's not a lane I want to split, and here's why. You got that big open spot for this vehicle to switch over. It's just not a good spot. It's not good to lane filter, and there's no reason. If we're going the flow of traffic, here's the big thing, everybody. If you're going the flow of traffic, why are you splitting lanes? Why? What's the goal? So everything you do, there's a goal. If your goal is to go fast and have that adrenaline rush, well, yeah, split lanes at high rate of speed. If your goal is to get from point A to point B is your home, to your family, your loved ones, or just to your dog, why are we risking things here? Your dog can't take himself out, to go potty. He's going to shit on your bed or something. He's not going to be able to eat. So why are we doing this?
Game in which everything
Thankfully, nothing happened, but now we have this person possibly switching lanes too. We're going 90-something. And here's another one. Just switched out in front of us. No time to react. That's not 66 in the reflection. That's 99. We're going 100 miles an hour, -1. Impact, completely fell off the bike, trying to hold it up, and crashed. So why is everyone applying the brakes? Why is everyone switching to the far left lane? Take a quick look. What's on the side? What's on the shoulder? We got a white truck. Is that an S10? No. We got a truck on the shoulder. Everyone's applying the brakes and switching over. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got a dog, Stella. Beautiful dog. 9 years old now. 9 years old next month. High rate of speed, high mechanism of injury, into the ground. Thankfully, he made it to the shoulder, because if he fell in between those vehicles, probably would have ran over and popped his head open. Here we go. Admit jet. Okay, no audio. Okay. You can do a wheelie. There we are. There we are. And we went way past 12 o'clock. There goes your coccyx. Oh, you see how he's like straightening the legs? Ay, probably. Yep, there it is. I swear, you guys think I'm probably making this up. Okay. Coccyx. How do you say it?
Coccyx.
Coccyx. What?
Coccyx.
One more time.
Coccyx.
There you go. Thank you so much. You know, one more time.
Coccyx.
Okay. So here we got the coccyx. Broken tailbone. You don't want to snap this off. You want to sit on a donut for the next, 8 weeks, 8+ weeks. Oof. It's going to mess up your bladder. You're going to have trouble poo-poo. Okay. Exactly. Broken butt. All right. So what we're doing here, this is one of the big problems when it comes, well, not a big problem. This is an outcome. This is a possible consequence of stunting. And I know you guys that stunt, you know that this is a possibility. You guys know how to mitigate this. From what I understand, is using rear brake. Some of you guys, I think there's like, a front brake and rear brake on the same thing, so you're not using your feet. There's a bunch of different things that you could be doing. So when we do, a little power wheelie, having some fun, and he went a little bit too far back. So this is one of those problems where, this is a possible outcome. So hopefully you have good medical insurance. And some of you guys are gonna be like, well, I don't live in America. I live in UK. I don't have to pay for it. Yeah, that's fine. But he probably does. And so he fell down. Injuries. Trying to mitigate as many injuries as you possibly can. He does have a helmet. He does have gloves, but there's nothing to protect your booty. And there really isn't. There's no motorcycle gear that has a coccyx protector. And so, yeah, he probably broke something, or at least has a soft tissue injury. All right, here we go. Just stunts. I think we've seen this one. Yeah, we've seen this one. Person handled it. It was a left turner. What I talked about in that video is that it was a line of sight issue. We have a line of sight issue with this intersection right here. This person right here is blocking the vision for the other person that's turning left. Going through an intersection, we should be in orange stage, covering the brakes already. We're not covering the brakes. We need to be looking for escape paths. We need to be looking for as much as we possibly can when it comes to hazards. So we have that left turner. So he's rolling off the throttle right now. He's going to apply that brakes. But here's the thing. When we're going into intersection and when we're orange stage, we're already covering the brakes. So we're not wasting movements at all. We're preparing ourselves. So if we already have our fingers on the brakes, when it comes to total stopping distance, it's the sum of perception, reaction, and braking. So what we're doing is instead of perceiving and then reacting, we're already reacting beforehand because it's an orange stage situation. It's an intersection, right? We just have to perceive now. Once we perceive something, we can squeeze. It reduces about half a second to a full second of movement, and that full second of movement could really save you. And so that's where I tell you guys, hey, cover those brakes going into intersections. Even in a car, cover your brakes. You can let off the gas and kind of idle through it. When you're going 45, maybe you hit 43 on the other side of the intersection. Not a big deal. Nobody's going to even notice, but you're covering the brakes the whole time. You're looking for the escape paths. Same thing with a motorcycle.
Oh my God! What? Man? Are you kidding me? Woo!
You use the car, the tips in your car? Good. I do too. It doesn't get much closer than that. All right. Well, it could. You could actually collide. That's scary though. That person's going into the Sunco. It's got a 360 camera going on. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, so we're coming up to here. We have a possible intersection. Somebody wants to go into the gas station. They're in that left turn area. So right here, we have that side of the vehicle coming up. Okay. Now, what can we do? Can we swerve left? Can we swerve right and maybe dodge it? So if we swerve left, maybe we have to apply the brakes. If we swerve right, maybe we have to accelerate. Can we apply the brakes right now and do some progressive braking in a red stage situation where we're just trying to slow ourselves enough to allow that person to go? We could also do that. Can we slow down to when that person's going, and that's going to buy us some time to possibly then make a decision to swerve left or swerve right? Yes. Either way, we should be covering those brakes. Either way, when we see this, we should be doing something, because if you don't do something, more than likely, something will happen to you. You have to be an active participant in your safety. And he did swerve. You notice how we're off to the side a little bit? We were in the middle. Let's take a look at that. We're on the far left. We're on the far left, so he's doing a great job locating the hazardous situation, assessing if it's a threat, navigating, and he's navigating himself into a new position for safety. Sees it, swerves over to the right, because that's the vehicle is right in the path of travel if he stayed in that spot. So when I tell you guys do something, this is why. We swerved. And we're in the other lane. We had to swerve into the other lane. So this person found an escape path. Great job. Great job. Danger Ranger, how you doing? Great job by MKD Toys. Very good. Very good. All right. Nighttime riding. So take a look. I know MotoStars is talking right now, but take a look. Look how far your lights go. So when I tell you guys don't outrun your lights, we're going 62 miles per hour. Let's just say, well, let's just say 62 miles per hour. If this is all you can see in 62 miles per hour, how fast can you stop? Can you stop where that light is? Can you end up where that light is? Because after this light, you don't know. You're assuming the road is still there. It could be the end of the earth. You know, it could have just completely dropped off. If we're in California, boom, done. You know, whatever it is, you don't know. You don't know if there's a pole in the middle of the road. You don't know if there's, you know, a deer or a bear or some. I was going to say something wrong, but this is also a PG video. So here we go.
And concluded that it was
So make sure you don't speed
this way, but it's definitely
past your lights. Probably didn't see that road surface hazard. It could have been gravel. It could have been anything. City Bikers. That's the name. Is that a quad lock? I don't know. Got a little bit of speed wobbles. So typically with speed wobbles, what's happening here, we're on fire. No, what's happening here is that we're going fast. Speed wobbles, death wobbles, whatever you want to call them. But speed wobbles. So your bike and your suspension is working at its max, the tires and the traction, but your suspension really is working at its max at this high rate of speed. When you hit a bump and you don't have your suspension dialed in, how many of you guys have actually, you know, messed with your suspension based off your weight and how you ride? Probably not a lot of people. Not a lot of people. I went to MMI and they taught me all about it. And yeah, I'm not even at that point, you know, at least that well. So when we hit a bump, it's going to mess up your suspension, and you have the two front forks, and you hit that bump, maybe in the turn a little bit, maybe you're like this, maybe it's like this, but it's going to start doing this. Okay, you have the two, they're independent of each other, but they typically, you know, they go down the same way because you're going straight. When you're speeding, they're kind of like doing this, and then you hit a bump and it starts to do this. And that's where you start getting the handlebar shake. And so speeding is a big factor on that. If you slow it down, it's just going to maybe do a little bit and kind of correct itself. Okay, the bike wants to correct itself. Here, this is what happens. It hits a bump. And it corrected itself. Very lucky. Steering dampeners do work. They do help out here. But check your tires, check your rims, check your suspension. Make sure you don't have any fork oil leaking. Make sure that you don't have a death grip on the handlebars. And if something like this happens, you're pretty much shit out of luck. Pedro Jesus. Okay. Whoa, what happened? What are we doing here? Kept it up. That's what she said. Good job. We had another corner coming up. So that's the thing. You made it through this corner. You have another one coming up. So we don't know exactly why this happened. Maybe he target fixated on the cyclist. It's like, oh, there's a cyclist. It kind of broke my line of sight. I can't tell what's happening. A little bit of panic. Wasn't zoned in. Was just kind of like, riding and not understanding. I'm assuming, because this can happen to you. It's happened to me before where somebody like snapped me out of it, like another vehicle. It broke my line of sight. It got me back into it. A little bit of highway hypnosis. Or maybe we went a little too fast, hit a little bit of gravel, and he got shot out to the other side. Now, the great thing about this is he slowed it down enough, probably rolled off the throttle, maybe a little bit of front brake, just a little bit, was able to miss the guardrail and get back on. So once you do this, okay, you're not set up for the next turn, so don't speed up. I get it. You want to get back to the flow of traffic and that speed. And you might be embarrassed. You're like, I want to get out of here. Hopefully that cyclist didn't see that. If you do that, you do have another turn coming up. Okay, so this turn that he's going through right now, you have that turn. Imagine it accelerating super hard and going wide on this one because you weren't set up. So overall, I'm just trying to explain what I think happens in that situation. I know a lot of people that go super wide because they're not paying attention. A little bit of a line of sight breakage, going a little too fast. There's just multiple factors that, can cause a collision or a crash. Big boy. Sorry, I didn't want to brake too hard in front of the Ram truck. Ram truck drivers are stupid. You've seen Priuses? Okay, line of sight. You see that? Let's take a look at that. I didn't apply enough brake and had to swerve. I hope I learned something from this. Okay, my MM. Let's take a look at this. It's a good one. You asked if you wanted to hear it. So right away, you have a great position for safety. Great position for safety. If we're planning our ride, you have a good position for safety. And this is why. You have a decent space cushion. Really good space cushion. I'm going to assume that's where the tire is. Your line of sight is a great shot. You can see way past the vehicle. And you have an escape path right here. So you're already set up for that escape path. So even if you didn't brake enough, you're going to go towards that escape path. Hopefully nobody takes that spot. Hopefully the Ram truck doesn't move over and stuff. But you did a great job. So right there, already planning for a ride, already in a good position. Okay, you're starting to lose your you're starting to lose your space cushion, but you recognize that. You're going to switch over, right? Okay, good job with the braking. And here's the thing. You put, I didn't apply enough brake and had to swerve. I hope I learned. No, you applied really good progressive brake pressure. You handled it really well. And braking isn't going to be always the thing that solves it. Even swerving, you might swerve, but you still have to brake because you're going to swerve off to the side of the road and crash. So you might have to swerve then brake. You might just have to swerve. You might just have to brake. You might have to brake then swerve and then back to braking. It's not you did one thing and you had to do another and you failed. You got yourself out of this situation. You did a great job. You did a great job. You prepared yourself for this. You're definitely a smart rider, buddy. You seeked and recognized this hazardous situation. Good job with your fundamental skills. And it looks like you got gear on, dude. I mean, you're doing great. So right here, yeah, you're going to apply the brakes. So you already have your hand covering the brakes. Dude, you're doing great. So you're applying the brakes now. It's like it wasn't going to be enough. And you switched over and gave it a little bit of throttle to get yourself out of there. And the reason why that vehicle stopped is because of this. Now, why did we have to do this? You should be able to stop in time, right? You should be able to go with the flow of traffic, not have to do escape paths. Well, sometimes it happens, dude. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. I'm sure out of, you've probably ridden, I don't know, let's say 40,000 miles. Maybe this happened like 3 times, but every other time you're able to, stay and maintain a space cushion, and then this happens. That's what's going to happen, though. It's going to happen randomly. And I keep saying happen, but it's going to happen. So we did a great job. Braking, swerving, got yourself out of it. It was a close call. It wasn't a crash. That's a win. That's a win. You should be proud of yourself, buddy. You should be proud of yourself. All right, this guy, come on. Not the smartest.
Almost anything can happen on the road.
Look forward.
Definitely makes it difficult to react appropriately.
You're right, Motostar. Speed does make it difficult to avoid things. So was that guy with the bicycle supposed to be doing that? Was he supposed to be crossing at that spot? No. But should we be going this fast? 130. Is this in America? It looks like American plates. Possibly. Who knows? 135. Even kilometers per hour. Way too fast, way above the flow of traffic. We're going in and out with our buddies. I get it. You want to be having that adrenaline rush. And this is what I want to focus on just real quick on this, is that when you're doing something like this, you're not in yellow stage. You're not relaxed. You are prepared and aware, but you're not relaxed. You might have good situational awareness because you have to have good situational awareness. When you're riding this fast, this whole time, you're in orange stage no matter what. Your gut's telling you have to watch out for things. You have to move for things. You have to scan things. You are purposely putting yourself in an adrenaline rush so that you have this hyper focus, so that you have the muscle movements that are quick and jerky and just you get to go ahead and do it real fast. You're putting yourself in a fight or flight situation on purpose because you want that feeling. Some people enjoy the fight or flight feeling. I am so sick and tired of being in it all the time for my own mental health. My goal is to have wellness and to relax on a ride so that I can stimulate myself. I don't even know if that's a word, but I don't want to have this overstimulation of stuff while I'm on a ride. My ride's supposed to be relaxing for me. I get it. Maybe you want to do it. Maybe you like it. I understand. But just understand you're in orange stage the whole time, and every single time you get close to another vehicle, anytime you see a hazard, you're in red stage. So it's not like you're maybe getting to red stage once every couple rides. No, you're in orange and red the whole time. And you're lucky if you don't hit brown stage and you panic. So if you want to ride like this, you need to understand that you're just destroying your nervous system. You're dumping endorphins and dumping adrenaline and cortisol and everything into your body. And destimulate myself. And you're going to put yourself in a bad situation. You're going to be exhausted. You can't do this forever. You're going to be exhausted. And you're also putting yourself at high risk for everything else. Just be aware that's what you're doing. I'm sure you understand already, but this is why people die. Got very lucky.
Almost anything can happen on the road, and such speed definitely makes it difficult to react appropriately.
Fury job, interesting enough, the only gear that's legally needed in Arizona is eye protection. Absolutely right. You can wear a thong and ride in Arizona and not get a ticket if you have glasses on. If you don't have glasses on, you get a ticket. It's so weird. It is so weird. You can ride naked and not get a ticket for not having protective gear, but you'll get a ticket for indecent exposure. All right, we're going over a crest of the hill. You guys know what that is. It's a vertical turn. We got a left turn coming up. Are we prepared for our buddy's way up ahead? So we're going to try to catch up to him. We got a sharp right turn, 25 miles per hour recommended. But let's go ahead and take it at 60 possibly. And we could do it. We're going to probably low side. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We watched this already. Thanks a lot, MotoStars. You got me a little, excited for something here. Handled it well. Moved off to the side. And we're going to move off of this video. Come on. And there we go. Today I remembered I'm not invincible. Okay, but also love for this. Okay, it may be dangerous. You guys can read, right? The feelings it gives, yeah, I completely agree. Like I said, you are putting yourself when you're doing, when you're riding super fast. It obviously didn't show what happened beforehand. Were we doing wheelies and we kind of crashed? I don't know. Were we speeding and just kind of hit something and fell off? I don't know. Either way, he's talking about he loves the feeling. Okay, I get it. Okay, we got the adrenaline going. We have everything going. But remember, we want to continue doing this for a long time, or we want to do this for a short amount of time and then move on to another hobby, another passion of ours. But we don't want to be paralyzed. And then because the next passion and hobby is, I don't know, riding horses. I guess you can ride horses and be paralyzed. Whatever you need your spine for. And you ruined it because you were going crazy on a motorcycle. So just kind of relax, do your thing, wear gear, wear a back protector. But yeah, you're not invincible. There's that motorcycle coming right at you. It is dangerous, but we can mitigate the risks with proper training and gear. Like I said, proper training and gear. Proper gear. To be a smart rider, you want to acquire and use personal protective equipment. So let's see how this goes.
The Grim
Reaper.
And
All right.
now checking out the video with you, friends, you can see he did not have the proper foot control.
Oh, there goes your skin. There goes your skin.
When he did this wheelie, his foot slips.
I love the production value. Great job. Love it.
And as his foot slips, he grabs on for dear life. And the Grim Reaper looks at him. Once it hits the throttle.
Oh. So there's the immediate impact to the buttocks. Take a look at his shorts afterwards.
Beeps and says you're going down to see the Grim Reaper.
His shorts were black, right? Did we just rip through them just that immediate hit? So think about how hard, like, grab your, no, I don't want to tell you to do this. It's pretty difficult to rip pants just by you, like, ripping. Imagine now trying to rip somebody's skin off. You could probably rip skin off easier than pants. So imagine hitting the asphalt and your skin.
Grim Reaper.
So now we're getting road rash all over the body.
Dump, dumpity dump goes the squig.
Shoulders, backs, legs, arms. There's another impact.
Are not gripped properly on those foot pegs. And you're
Cheese grater on the ground.
squeezing that tank. You
Lots of pain.
loop it. That's right. Loop it. You're gonna go loop on your hypha.
Oh, great production, Pawamoto.
About what not
So when we see something like this,
stunt bike.
when we see something like this, remember we there's multiple levels of road rash, just like burns, thermal burns and road rash. You have level 1, 2, 3, and possibly 4. 4 is when you're really getting it down and shaving off some bone. So level 1 road rash, you're gonna have, you know, some venous bleeding, some capillary bleeding. So kind of like getting a raspberry when you slide into home base and you scraped up your leg. Level 2, you started missing flesh. You're starting to rip off that top layer. You got subcutaneous fat kind of getting in there and kind of ripping that off. Level 3, probably have some muscle tissue getting ripped off too. And now we're starting to really have issues when it comes to bleeding control and bleeding loss. This is why we need to rescue our buddies. We need to remain calm. This rider did. He got off to the side. He needs to ensure his own safety. But we have to stop major bleeds. We have the rescue pack there. We have 4x4s, 5x9s in there. 5x9s are basically like women's pads. They're very absorbent. But we also have a tourniquet in there. So if he does have, you know, a laceration that he's bleeding out, put that tourniquet on, apply some pressure, pack the wound if you have to in those junctional spots. So not a good situation. Look at all the areas that had impact. Look at all that. Look at his shoulder. You can even see the discoloration on his leg. Okay, it's a different color. So he's obviously a little more tan on the upper thigh and a little bit lower, but that little, you guys see that, right? That little bit right there, that's ripping off the epidermis, the very top layer. And he's probably ripping off the second layer. And so that second layer has your nerve endings. So if you rip off the top layer, very painful. You rip off the second layer, not very painful because you don't have any nerve endings anymore. It's still going to be painful, but not as painful. Sometimes it's not. But be very careful. Wear some gear, guys. Wear some gear. Hey, he's got a quad lock. I use it for the same reason. I have GPS on my handlebars. What was that? I missed it. Yeah, I like having the GPS there. It's like a mini map. Oh, buddy behind him fell and crashed probably. Have your cardo. Have that cardo going. Talk to each other. Practice your U-turns. Hey, practice your U-turns. You have the Smart Rider drills. You're able to practice U-turn within 15 to 20 feet. You could handle this. So you're not dealing with this part. So crashed on the corner. Okay, this is where we want to rescue our buddy. Okay, remain calm. Let's ensure everyone's safety. Control traffic as best we can. Hopefully he's not impaled. So it looks like everybody's walking, which is good. It means the legs are working, brain is working, hearts and lungs are working. That sucks. It looks pretty good. Yeah, check the suspension, check the tires, check the alignment so you can at least ride it home. Very good, very smart. Make sure the handlebars turn with it, you know, the triple tree. He's got a quad lock. It's still there. Just saying, guys. Grab one. Links in the description. Green Gore 15. Alrighty then. We're going to have a merge issue? Yep. Because they're stuck behind a bus and doesn't want to be there. Only saw one rider wanting to switch over. It happens all the time. Handled it pretty well. Handled it well. We're going to move on to the next one. Come on now. Come on now. Let's do it. Stop padding the video. All right. So 999 Greaves. Are we going to have anybody in our lane? Possibly. Somebody not going to stop at an intersection? Maybe. Road surface hazard? Maybe. Oh, somebody pulling out. Let's just see that. That happens. Even when you're in a car, great job handling that thing. That's what she said. We're going to see this right now. We have the tire rotating. We have to do something. We're going to go ahead and swerve. We're going to do, it's a very simple red stage maneuver, but we're going to go ahead and put ourselves in a better position because we just located this hazardous situation. Moved over, and there's no traffic in front of us. At this point, accelerate or decelerate. So this person's already there. Either brake and let them go, or you accelerate and get in front of them. Don't hang out. Yeah, I'll watch the video. I'll watch the video. This one's almost done, I think. Yeah, it's almost done. We padding the video. Here we go. Dragon off-road. All right, so green light. Watch out for anybody swerving. There, yep. Green doesn't always mean go right away. Green means look and then go. So right here, let's get my head out of the way. So it's a red light, green light, and decided to just gun it. So this person was definitely supposed to stop because they weren't supposed to, do that. They're supposed to yield, but did it anyways. So instead of accelerating super fast, trying to get to the other side of the intersection to the speed limit, it's a 55-mile-an-hour road. I like to do this. I like to accelerate from my end to the other end and see if I can hit 55. It's a lot of fun, but I'm doing it after I'm looking at it at stuff, and then having the side of the vehicle and a left turner in front of you, that's a huge issue. So this is why you're always prepped and ready. You're always ready for these things. You're going to do some good progressive braking or roll off the throttle and brake. Get yourself out of there. Handled it well. This happens even with cars. Hey buddy, where's your phone? You're making me look bad. Crest of the hill. The guy is in the middle of the road. What are we doing? What are we doing? Get back on your side. Not the safest. I don't know why this person was in the middle of the road. Probably to prevent. Yeah, he was being a jerk. At the end of the day, it's up to you to make that choice. Let's say this was a completely normal situation and they accidentally did this. Look at your escape path. It's very good. This is a great escape path. This is a good situation here. That's what you want to do. And that's what we could do on motorcycles. We can't do that in cars. So utilize the strengths of your motorcycle, but understand the weaknesses of them. Okay, your weakness is that if you mess up, you only have your gear to protect you. And sometimes that doesn't work at certain speeds or if you hit something. So did a good job, got himself out of there, but I don't know. It's up to you. You make that choice. I'm not going to make a choice for you. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't. Are we watching more if he crashes? Like, what are we still doing, Motostars? The situation's over. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah. Camera. All right. Let's go and take a look at this video that was posted in the crew lounge on the Facebooks. All right, somebody stalled. Oh, I've seen this video. You know what? This actually might be like a viral hog video. And they would copyright. I've had issues copywriting. Yeah, Lad Bible. Yeah, sorry, buddy. I can't watch that. Not on stream. I forgot streams. Lesson in streams. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. at, let's just go to the office real quick. Whew. So yeah, this is what I typically do. Sorry about that, Mr. Robot. I'll watch it and then post my discussion in the crew lounge. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about here, we do have the Discord channel, and this was posted in the crew lounge. So if you guys want to check it out, please do so. So this is what it is, streamer mode. So we're in the crew lounge. He posted this right here. You're not bugging me, buddy. You're not bugging me. I think that is copyrighted, and like Viral Hog will come after me. But yeah, this is the Discord in the crew lounge over here in, we're looking at gear here. We're out here in the general chat. People are typing. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little GIF. I got my favorite GIFs. So guys, if you want to join a giant chat room, it has 10,000 people in it. And let's see if Nightbot can we'll post it. What's up, Zeno? How you doing? Question for me. Sweet. Yeah, Waldo, copyright's a little bit weird. You could either choose to fight it or choose to enforce it and all that stuff. There's the Discord. So I'm going to go ahead and click the Discord. That button, that link. Oh, we got 9,826. I think we did a prune, but we have 2,211 people online. Go ahead and accept the invite and join the rest of us. We like to hang out and chat in there. There's a whole community there that just kind of took over. It used to be about me, but I set this up 5 years ago, and it's just like the mods and everybody else just they made it their own, which is great because everyone follows the Smart Rider principles. Everyone's very courteous and inclusive. We have rules set in place for that. But join up, hang out. It's really, really cool. Lots of people in there. How do you stay bald? Like, I am a baldy as well, but I shave once a week. Do you just shave daily? I shave like every 2-3 days. Like, I shaved yesterday. The secret, I cut myself. The secret is to just start balding completely, so then you have less hair to shave. So I got some hair on the sides, but it just migrated down. You know, it's gravity. But yeah, I shave like every 2-3 days. It just became habit. I got better and better at it. Hey, how you doing, Moon Knight? Yeah, that beard and that one, that's back when I was like, let's just do it. But I keep it. I've been working out. I wanted to look good, you know? I always look good, but still. Let's get some music going. I don't know if they're watching the stream to hear me answer. Oh, yeah. You're absolutely right, Fury. Yeah, so we're just hanging out. You know, we're just doing our thing. So you guys want to join up? Join up. Just laid off work and was able to join the stream. Kawasaki fan. Let's hang out for a little bit, everybody. Let's hang out for a little bit. I haven't seen you guys in forever. Remember, you got the drills, you know. How many more ads do we have to do? All right. You're welcome, Flesh is weak. I appreciate that. Thanks for all the work, Dan. I appreciate that. Hey, we got 2 new members today and $20 in super chats. Thank you so much, guys. Let's go ahead and turn it down just a little bit. So I did the poll. Did you learn to ride from a friend/family member or training organization? We have 113 votes. 56% of the people said training organization. So it's 44 to 56. So it's almost half, you know, half training organization, half family and friend. And you could do both. I mean, you could do the training organization and be like, hey, Uncle Joe, can you help me out with this? I learned this in MSF. It's not making sense to me. And then boom, you got 2 people teaching you. You also, you know, it could be taught by a family friend and be like, I need to get my endorsement. I'm going to go to the MSF. And the reason why I asked this question in the first place is because we are working on a peer mentor course. So we can teach Uncle Joe how to teach you. And basically it's just teaching him how to listen to you, how to let you make mistakes, how to prepare you. So all you have to do is basically, I don't know, not even bring a helmet. Maybe he brings everything, but takes you to a parking lot, teaches you how to do the smart rider drills, teaches you how to do friction zone, throttle control, all that stuff with a framework that we're developing. And then the main thing with it isn't just to teach him how to be, how to teach motorcycle stuff, but it's for him to, or her, Uncle Joe's just the scenario, to be a better active listener, to understand different learning modalities, to understand your learning or whoever he's teaching, and kind of modulate how we're training and either taking more time to do stuff or condensing things and moving on to the next one because maybe you have a helmet fired and you're like panicking, might have to take a break for the day, or we move on to the next thing so you don't have to think. So there's a lot of different things that come from that. What if we learned from a bicycle? Great question, because there's a question mark after that, Waldo. We're part of the training that we're incorporating. Here, I want to show you guys. I'm writing a book. It's almost done. I need to fill out the mentorship part, and then I'm working to refine it. Let me show you. It's called right now it's the MTC Smart Rider Strategy Guide. That's what it is right now. I worked on it 8 days ago. Look at all these. So, for the fundamental skills, we have bicycle fundamentals. So we're going to talk about traction, acceleration, braking. And then we have, I haven't done the incomplete. There you go. Handlebar steering, because you can learn how to steer with a bicycle, right? Seat and feet. You know where to put your butt. You know where to put your feet on a bicycle. E-bike fundamentals. Now we're moving up to the next step. We have a motor now. We have a throttle now. We're building upon bicycles. We possibly have lights, brake lights possibly, turn signals possibly, mirrors possibly. Now we're into motorcycles. So we're doing that progressive training. Now what we add to the e-bike is a clutch lever. And we have to do shifting. So I have this, and I haven't worked on most of it for a while. But that's definitely a process. Old Nilsson, is that the one that's in the crew lounge? Got any tips not getting your cover blown off by the wind? Leslie Zhao, what do you mean by cover? Like your motorcycle cover? Yeah, e-bikes are a great gateway. I have so much fun. Have you guys been following me on Instagram? I've been posting a lot of e-bike stuff. Go ahead and pull that up. Yeah. I got caught in the rain. And oh yeah, this is the break room. Working on the break room here at the MTC Rider Academy. But yeah, I have my Cardo. Got my Super 73 in the background. Practicing the Smart Rider drills on the Super 73. I had to use my phone. The phone I have is typically on there because I look at the drills. But yeah. Keen, quad lock. Absolutely love quad lock. Yeah, but I've been posting some stuff here. I haven't been posting a lot. I've been posting recently, but I've been riding my e-bike, like Max Wrist. I forgot I've been posting that. I've been posting mainly my stories, but having a lot of fun. I'm starting to get a stomachache for some reason. I need to eat. It's 1:30. No wonder I haven't eaten today. Yeah, motorcycle cover, even with the strap, the stitching got ripped off. It's a Dowco Weatherall. Yeah, I've had stitching rip off. I've bought like 3 at a time because they just start ripping. I mean, they're cheap, but they only rip when it's like super windy, and we don't get a lot of wind down here. So maybe for you, it's a little bit different. But investing in a quality cover is really good. But that's a tough one. You're gonna get, that's just the name of the game on that one. You can reinforce the strap part that attaches to the cover by sewing a little bit more, but now you're doing extra work. So it's a tough thing. Yeah, I literally have like 3, and I keep my bike covered because I live in an apartment complex. Dude, e-bikes are fast. They're a ton of fun. They're a ton. I was let's go ahead and take a look. I have, I think, what was last Friday? What was the Friday? The 17th. So this video on the 17th. With my coveralls. Oh, maybe. Yeah, there we are.
A lot of crashes and close calls with people using quad lock. We all know the reason why
It's a quad lock ad.
is because they're using a quad lock. I absolutely love the quad lock that we have here.
Quad lock.
20 plus, but they have basically
Shut up, Daniel.
a phone case for everybody, and you can also get
Good job, Nathan, with the editing on this.
I use the out front handlebar mount for the bicycles on my Super 73, having some fun doing the Smart Rider drills. I also use it on my motorcycle to have GPS, to have my music playing.
Yeah, I love the e-bikes. So this is the phone-friendly version of the drill booklet. So if you get the drill booklet, you get a digital download for that and the digital version for this. If you get the digital booklet, you get the digital booklet and the digital version of this. So if you guys want to get it, the digital booklet's only $10. So you're going to get it and the phone-friendly version. I absolutely love it. I use it on my phone. And this is how I do my practice. So I'm not looking at a phone or the booklet when I'm there. I just have the cones. You know, you can get the thing with the cones, and I'm able to just kind of look around and do my thing. It's a lot of fun. Mine does not go 80 miles per hour. I don't feel like doing that. I don't trust the brakes. I have it stage 4. Don't tell anybody. And it goes 32. Don't tell anybody. But yeah, I'm good with that. I do it for fun. I ride around neighborhoods. I had some good ideas for doing some dual vlogs and some vlogs and stuff on the e-bike, you know, riding around like an idiot in a neighborhood, like I'm a little kid on a BMX bike. One of the ideas I had, or I have, for this is, you know, those like little library, not library, those like, yeah, miniature library, things in neighborhoods, like the little library houses, like book houses. What do they call it? Book houses. No. Books in neighbor. What is it called? Little free library? Yeah, these things. The little free library. So there's a bunch here in Tucson. Yeah, these little drop boxes. There's a bunch here, and you can actually, you know, GPS them and find them, like geocaches. I love geocaching. But I was thinking plopping myself on one side of the neighborhood and having Nathan on the other side of the neighborhood, and it's the same distance, and we're talking on Cardos because, you know, it's like 2-3 miles. We can still talk to each other and see who can get to it faster or the fastest. Drop off some books that I'm going to buy. You know, I'm going to buy like one for a coloring book, one for teenagers or young adult, and then like an adult book. Not like that, but like something that's like something an adult would read. And then also dropping in a Smart Rider drill booklet. But I'm working on the bicycle version of this. So if a kid gets it, they're going to be able to practice with their friends on the bicycle friendly version of this. And so I've been thinking like that's going to be like a fun video where we're just racing, you know, we're racing to the books to drop them off and see who gets there first. So we're like jumping curbs, you know, we're being idiots, maybe. We're going, you know, we're just doing things. We're finding shortcuts, just see who can get there the quickest. Or we're both next to each other and we're just trying to outpace each other. Smart Riders for Dummies? Yeah, we could possibly do that. Yeah, I really like this idea just because I want to give back to the community, and I think reading and education is such a huge part of what we do here. So I think it'd just be fun. It's like the dad version of being a hooligan. You know what I mean? It could be just us riding around like kicking mailboxes, which don't recommend, do not do. But, you know, we're doing like the dad version of it. It's like, we're going to race to put books in the library. So I'm thinking about that. Yeah, geocaching is a lot of fun. We might do that too. Geocaching is a lot of fun. Especially with the off-roading portion. We might do who can find the geocache first. That might be, it's like a poker run at that point. You know what I mean? I kind of like that idea. I wonder if it'll translate well to video. But it's like a little poker run. Because we're going from geocache to geocache to geocache, and we have to find it. Obviously, we're going to edit out, you know, the 20 minutes it takes for me to find the micro geocache. How is there no quad lock emoji? I don't know. I got to get on that. But guys, I got to get going because I got a stomach ache. It's because I haven't eaten. All I've had was a protein shake, and I'm lactose intolerant, so I probably have to go take a dump. With that said, I hope you guys have a great day. Stop the stream. Yep, click the button. Click the button. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, one more time.